Check. No, wait a minute. Check. 1, 2. Okay. Sound there. What the fuck? Where's the sound? I don't have any sound. Hold on. Fuck. Sound. Ah, there's why. Okay, now we got it. Okay, I think. Check. Still not. Still don't hear any sound. What the fuck?
Yeah, now do. Yeah, that's loud. Ooh, yeah. That's something. Yeah.
Is it too loud?
Yeah, that's loud.
Get in there. Let me know. Let me know what you want. Don. What the?
It's cutting in and out. Going in and out. Going in and out.
Trash talking radio. Ha ha. Okay. So that didn't work.
Trash
Okay.
talking radio.
Why did it repeat?
Okay.
Okay. So that didn't work.
Trash
Okay.
talking radio. Why did
Okay.
it repeat?
Repeat.
Okay.
Okay.
So that didn't work. Trash
Okay.
talking
What is going on?
radio. Why did
Okay.
it repeat? Repeat.
That's weird.
Okay.
What
I don't know
going
why
on?
it's
doing that.
That's weird.
All right.
I don't know why it's doing that.
This is crazy.
That's weird.
Let's see. All
Okay.
right.
I
Let's
don't know
do
why
one
it's
thing at a time.
doing that.
This is crazy. Hold on. I don't have you up yet. Let's do one thing at a time. Okay, you're 2, right?
Yes.
And you're 4, right?
I am 4, yes.
Okay.
I hear myself.
I got to figure out
Okay.
why it's
2, right?
repeating.
Yes.
And you're 4, right?
I am 4,
Is that
yes.
off of your speakers there?
I hear myself.
Off of
I
that
got to figure
info?
out why it's repeating. And you're 4, right?
I am 4,
Is that
yes.
off of your speakers there?
I
Now
hear
it's
myself.
I gotta
got
figure out why
maybe
it's repeating.
what I need. Oh, that's great. That really didn't. Now it's got maybe
Okay.
what I need. Why is it
Oh, that's
doing
great.
this?
That really didn't.
Hello.
Got
Do we have
Okay.
a 4th person in the room?
Why is it
Oh, that's
doing
As
this?
it goes?
This is weird.
Probably.
Hello. Okay. I got to
You
figure
only
out what's
wanted
going
to
on.
always be on the show.
Why is it
Probably.
Doing
Well,
as it
maybe
goes?
this is his week.
Yeah, the one
Hello.
that says not me.
Okay.
That's
gotta
right.
figure out what's
Wanted to
going on.
always be on the show.
Probably.
Well, maybe this is his week.
Yeah, the one that
Okay,
says
what's
not
going
me.
on here?
That's right. Wanted to always be
All
on
right.
the show.
Probably.
Well, maybe this is
Got this
his week.
really strange echo.
That's right. Wanted to always be
All right.
on the show.
Well. Oh.
I
got
don't
this
think we're
really
repeating
strange
anymore.
Echo.
That's right.
Well,
Cool.
it is repeating.
No, it's still
As long as it's
repeating.
real faint,
I don't think we're
we don't hear
repeating
it.
anymore.
I got to figure
just
out.
heard myself
I'm
a
looking for the
second time.
mixer. Hold on. As soon as I get the mixer, I can figure what's going on.
I don't think we're repeating anymore.
There you go. I
Yeah,
got to figure
just
out.
heard myself
I'm
a
looking for the
second
mixer.
time.
Something.
Hold on.
As soon as I get the mixer, I can figure what's going on.
I don't think we're repeating anymore.
There you go.
Yeah,
I got to figure
just
out.
heard
I'm
myself
looking
a
for the
second
mixer. Something.
Hold on.
Okay.
As soon as I get
Check.
the mixer, I can figure
Okay,
what's
so that's the
going
one I want. Check. There you go.
I gotta
You're
figure
the
out.
one that I want.
Check.
For the mixer. Something.
Okay.
As soon as I get
Check.
the mixer, I can figure
Okay, so that's the one I
The
want.
that I want.
Check.
You are the one. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
Stop.
trying to figure
Trying to
out,
figure
are you
out-
going on your mic or are you going off of his mic?
Yes.
Mike, there you go. I'm
Stop.
trying to
Trying
figure
to
out, are
figure
you
out-
going on your mic or are you going off of his mic?
Yes.
Mike, there you go. I'm
Stop.
trying to
Trying
figure
to
out, are
figure
you
out-
going on your mic or are you going off
Okay.
of his mic?
Yes.
Mike, there you go. I'm
Stop.
trying to figure out, are you going on your
What is
mic or
going
are you
on
going
here?
off of his
Okay.
mic?
It doesn't work on that. Okay, so we're doing in this. Oh, what is? Let's try this. Check. 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 I got rid of it. Okay.
Yay.
All
Now
right.
we got the airplane back.
It's okay. I'll take that.
I'll take the airplane too.
See, that's why I'm going
I don't want to
hear
say.
it.
I don't want to hear myself repeat.
Neither do the audience. Okay, so does that mean I can turn this off and turn this one on? Let me do something here. Check.
Although somebody has to get almost like she's She's still on
Check.
here.
Check. Okay, so. Oh wait. Let me do
I don't
something.
think your
Hold on.
mic's
Hold
on.
on. Oh wait. Let me do
I don't
something.
think your
Hold on.
mic's
Hold
on.
on. That makes no sense. Okay. Well, I got us. Okay. So we're set. Welcome to the show, Trash Truckin' Radio. Sound of chaos.
Kurt's here?
Let's see here. All right. So this is done. So
Can
I
you
can
hear
turn
me
this
now?
off. I can hear you.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, that's what we want, though. All right. All right, here we are. It's still not right because I don't usually get a delay in my voice. So that's what's throwing me off. All right, welcome to the show. We got a crazy show. Sorry we're a little late, but things are...
He's already got it up.
I know. I'm
What?
being good right
What?
now.
What are you talking about? What's wrong?
I was giving her the cry towel.
I'm good
Early.
right
Well,
now.
don't cry. I'll kick you out of this place. If I'm not going to cry, you're not going to cry.
I'm doing my best not to.
So, all right. This week, Wow, that's
was fucked
crazy
up.
stuff going on here. Those lights are not supposed to be flashing. I don't even know if it's recording at the other places. Could be not.
Hey,
Hello,
here's our
Ashley.
ghost.
So, all
Finally made it.
Yeah, Double Trouble finally made it.
right. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I can turn this off. Turn this off. Oh, I don't have my show notes up. There they are. Okay. We are all set and ready to go by little things. I still want to know what's going on with this, that I'm getting the weird. I think the reason the buzz was buzzing was because apparently the,
The bees were looking for Cage.
well, I think this was plugged in the wrong one last week.
Oh.
But now that it's in the right one, I'm getting this really bad delay. So a half second after I say something, it repeats. And
Well, see, I don't hear it repeating because I don't have headphones on.
well, you wouldn't hear it repeating now because I got rid of the repeat. It's still a half second behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very slim. You really don't notice it unless you really are paying attention.
And you say I'm not paying attention? Really?
I didn't say that. I said really paying attention.
What do you think I was doing? Never mind. I would say you could walk home tonight, but that won't work.
I know, because I brought my own car.
Okay.
Hold on, Doc.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you were saying this has been a messed up week, and it has. But, you know,
This
is
wasn't.
Tuesday.
This isn't a messed up week. Last week was a messed up week.
Well,
Last
from last
4
Tuesday
weeks for
to
us have been a messed up week.
I'm saying from
Month.
last Tuesday till this week.
Hell,
Well, we didn't have a show last week because my closest music companion, Ken, passed away unexpectedly, and it took a lot out of me, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to have one today. But I chose to do a tribute video to him with the eulogy that I wrote, except I'm not going to do the eulogy this time.
Yeah, I can't handle you doing it a second time. Once was enough.
Well, I enhanced it.
I know.
I did videos that, well, you know, but they don't know. I did videos that we have not let anybody see yet. And we're going to let people see some videos of what we have done. They're not perfect videos because we didn't redo the audio tracks on them yet. And I see that my audio's a little low here. Hold on.
Ashley says she doesn't hear the repeat now.
Good.
Ashley said she doesn't hear the repeat now.
Ashley says she doesn't hear the repeat now.
It went down the line.
It's right down the line.
Anyway, so I did a video that's really actually pretty good. It's just I rushed it, so it's not perfect. There are some imperfections, and it's what I wanted to do to give him a tribute. Plus, I'm wearing my Uncle Sam band shirt.
Our Uncle Sam band shirt needs to be washed.
So I suggest maybe we go right into that because this show is dedicated to him, to a guy I've been friends with for 37 years and co-writer, and there was never a nicer person than him,
That's true.
and never a more creative person than him. And I'm really going to miss him a lot because he means so much to me. And so I decided, I could do the video first, and not to get it out of the way, but, well, basically to get it out of the way because at least one of us is going to be a nutcase when it's done.
I'm doing my best.
I'm not saying it was you. I'm saying one of us. It might not be you. It could probably be me.
I'm doing my best to hold it together, but I'm not promising anything.
All right. Well, we'll have to cry in harmony.
Okay.
I'll take the low.
And you have the towel there.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. All right. Well, this is a big tribute I did to him, and it's it was just done like half an hour ago. It's not perfect. So if you're looking for a perfect tribute, go somewhere else. This is to someone that I really care about, and
Then we miss
I'm
you,
really
buddy.
going to miss him. He really It sucks. It sucks on every level.
COVID sucks.
And even if it wasn't COVID, whatever it was, it killed him.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what killed him. He's dead. So, all right, we're gonna play this, and I don't know. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I feel you should. So, here it goes, and I hope the sound comes out right. So I'm going to try to listen to the sound, and we're going to disappear off the screen because I don't want to have our ugly mugs on there for his
Who you calling
tribute.
ugly?
You and me.
He said us, not meaning you, me, or I. Us means a trio.
Well, at
Yeah.
least
Trio.
at
That's
least
right,
two
a
of us.
trio.
Yeah, you
Right.
too.
All right. We're going to go away, but we're going to be right here. And you're going to see some videos that were not shared before. And I hope you enjoy it. So, oh, this is interesting. So if I close this, look at that. I got rid of the noise.
You
Yay.
got rid of the noise.
Look at the noise. It took me how many weeks to figure that out?
Connie says, nice shirt, Mike.
Thanks. All right. Hope you guys enjoy this. This is a video that I spent most of the day on, and well, I'm not gonna
Just play
drag it out. I'm just gonna play it. So here it goes.
Ken, what can I say about the friend he was? What can I say about what he meant to Mike Pratt? Ken and Mike met in 1984 in a band called Apathy. He never really talked much, but let me tell you he could play even back then. When Mike left Apathy, he tried to convince Ken to come with him. He took Ken on a picnic to discuss his idea back then. They went to Colonel Denning State Park. They went there to see replacing members of the band all the time. They were playing under the moniker of the Barking Rat, and came up with some names like TLC, Compulsive Liars Club, and other silly names until they decided on the Uncle Sam Band. They were able to accomplish many of their goals. They were able to play Harrisburg's hottest club in '90 called Club Med. The week before they played, the Village People played there. 2 weeks before Eddie Money played there. They played in 3 different states: PA, New Jersey, and New York. They played at a couple of wrestling events. They were able to be featured on 2 CDs for the South by Southwest Music Festival in '91 and '92. They were able to make their first full-length CD in '97 and get signed by Jaybird Records. They decided that they were not just musicians, they were storytellers. A lot of times Ken would listen to things Mike would say and turn them into songs. Some examples: Mike played this game called Untitled. The game was about zombies and Mike would play when they took a break. From this, Ken decided to make a song called End of the World about zombies. One time Mike was writing a love song, but it wasn't coming out right. It seemed that Mike was angry about a relationship he was recently in. Then Ken said, let's take this song and add one line. The song became, It's Not All About You. When they were in Apathy, they used to do a song by John Mellencamp called Rockin' in the USA, and Mike decided to do something dangerous. He sang the romantic, What I Like About You, instead of Rockin' in the USA, and it worked. Fast forward about 10 years later, Ken took that song and supercharged it, and it became Mixed Up Medley. He started with Rockin' in the USA, music, and it went with What I Like About You, and the took lyrics from Blues Travelers, Joan Jett, Blues Brothers, James Brown, Motley Crue, and Steve Miller. 2021 that so many people were against gay marriage and interracial relationships and transgender. When will people learn that love is love? And the next week they had a new song, which was the last song, the last chorus. Love is love. They played a lot of charity work, children's miracle network, sound for scoliosis, suicide prevention hotline, Red Cross. You see, it wasn't about the money for them. It was the love of the art. Funny enough, when they went to the first CD they did, Start Not the End, Mike was fresh out of a divorce and I couldn't really afford the recording. Ken lent him money. Same with the second CD song, Remember Me. Mike paid him back. In 1997 they got signed to a label called J Bird Records. They were really excited. They decided that since most of their songs are about love, life, loss, that we would call the album Love in a Blender. A couple years later Jay Bird had a fire sale and got us doors to the Orchard where they placed our stuff on iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, Spotify, and all the place people buy digital stuff. That was one of their prouder moments and feel that their work was not in vain. It was cruel when their music was found on a German website. When Mike's wife died, they went on a writing spree and wrote a bunch of songs about Pam, and it was years before they could play them out. He was very supportive. Ken wrote about 90% of all the music and Mike wrote about 80% of the lyrics. Ken would come to Mike with a song with either no lyrics or he maybe wrote the chorus or part of a verse and say it's all yours to finish. Or he would write the song and say what the song was called and give it to Mike to finish. They were a great team. He was the music director, did the arrangements and stuff, and Mike was the guy directing the band and business. They were working on this screen, playing with live video behind them. They started doing videos a year ago and have probably 40 videos. They have some brilliant videos so far. One of the videos was for a song called Road to Nowhere. The song was great, but they couldn't figure out how to do the video. Originally, they thought the main character would drive around the country, but not know where they are. They started there, but then it went nowhere and was boring. They took the plot about two young lovers who had nothing to lose, so they went on a crime spree. He was loyal to a fault. He was honest, faithful, talented, and anyone who knew him more than the circle knew that if he liked him, he would do anything for him. Mike loved him more than anyone, short of his wife Pam, who passed in 2014. What can I say about Pam? What can I say about the friend he was? What can I say about what he meant to Mike? He wasn't just a friend. He wasn't just a bandmate. He was Mike's brother.
Okay, let's try that again. All right, now we got everybody, I think. So that was that's the story, and I'm sticking with it. It was sad. I mean, the guy was always healthy, and I don't know. I can't speak for anything other than knowing that he tried to do the best things, and he was a good guy, and I've known him for so long, and it's weird because he was like better than my brothers. My brothers were asses, and he was always a nice guy to me. But Yeah, those are all videos that we have not released. Well, the one we released because I released that one, the mixed up medley. I released that a couple years ago, but the other stuff has not even been heard by people outside my inner circle. So,
It's just real hard because
why am I not hearing you?
I don't know.
Talk.
I'm right here.
There you are. There you are. There.
I've been right here.
I think you weren't right there. You were right there, but not right there.
Ugh.
I'm gonna make you wear your headset again.
No,
Then talk into the
I can't.
Talking to the penis. Let's go.
yeah. Talk into the penis. Pretend it's a penis. You would know how to do that.
No, I don't.
That's not what I'm told.
You're right.
I
Not
don't
what
know.
I'm told either.
Yeah, we're probably told by the same person. So that's anyway.
Sometimes being in the middle of a mic sandwich is not very good.
I'm glad that your friend Jesse
we
liked.
got yeah, Jesse said
Jesse
great
liked.
job. Love you guys.
Love you too, Jesse Joe.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. Believe me, I was talk about running to the last second. That ran us over. I mean, that made us start late because it was a lot of things that were a problem. So
Well, Jesse Joe had actually just saw Ken in August when you guys played at Grange
Yep.
Fair.
yeah. And I saw him a couple weeks after that because we were practicing, trying to get our show together and trying to get our videos done so that we could do we wanted to make the videos show up in the background. We couldn't do that at the Grange Fair because it was too bright. But we're not going to do that now as the Uncle Sam Band anyway. Because the Uncle Sam Band, I can't replicate that band because there's no one that could replace him. So I'm probably going to do something. I don't know what. I'm meeting some guys tomorrow that we're going to talk about the possible new project.
Okay.
But I just don't know.
I was just messaged a question that says, "What happened to Mike?" Can I
What are
tell
you
them I
talking about?
beat you
I
up?
don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything. What are you talking about?
Let me clarify.
My makeup person didn't do a good job, so I got to get a new makeup person. I'm going to fire her.
Oh, that's who she was talking. Okay, I thought maybe she was talking about the other one.
What other one?
Well, the other Mike. I am in the middle of a Mike sandwich, you know.
Oh,
No,
well, he's
kidding.
always ugly.
Michael.
I know
He's
that.
always ugly, so that's
But see,
easy.
correct.
according to him, he's Michael, and it's the name Mike is just easier to print on business cards.
It takes less letters,
That's right.
and so it's cheaper.
I was
It's
going to
cheaper
say
that
it's
way.
cheaper. Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
about to say
because
it's
they
probably
charge you by the letter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so.
You know, that's how it is. They got to make it somehow. Okay, so now I got to figure out.
girlfriend beat him up.
So
Yeah.
is the sound okay when we talk? Just out of curiosity. Just
And Ashley, that's directed at you.
what?
Is the sound okay?
Oh,
when-
it's anybody that's listening. Because I definitely got an issue. I got a new. Okay, so we replaced the one computer that was giving us most of the problems, but I haven't had a chance to dial it in because the last time we used it, we weren't able to. Hey,
Hey.
it is working on YouTube. Good. That's good. That's a good sign. Let's look at the other ones. Just out of curiosity, is it working on the other ones too? Because that actually, now that I know that it's working on one of them.
She says it's
Ashley
fine
said
now.
it's fine now.
Okay. Now let's see if it's working here. All right. I don't think it's working on. It's still not working on Twitter. What the creep is going on? Okay, let's look at Twitch. Twitch is working. So the only one I lost is Twitter so far. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Jesse Joe says yes, it's working fine.
All right. Well, thank you, my technical person on the outside. I can't trust these people here. They can't tell me what's going on. All right, now I can't figure out what's going on here. Darn it!
Hi. Well, hello there.
I had all the. Now what's going on
You
here?
rattled something. She heard
There we
rattle,
are.
rattle. She wants
know.
something.
All I did was put the
Okay.
cord around my keyboard because I'm going to
Well,
just use
she
the one on
wants
my
something.
laptop.
You know that.
My puppy.
She wants attention. She
Hi,
wants a
puppy.
treat. You
Hi,
know, not
puppy.
that she doesn't have any. And by the way, Connie wants to know: did you give her the rest of those treats that we brought over 2 weeks ago?
The peanut butter.
The peanut butter things.
Yeah, because she liked them.
Yeah.
Didn't
Or
you?
did you just put them aside for?
I'm trying to remember which peanut butter things you're talking
The
about.
I don't know.
peanut
They
butter
were
The
pie.
ones, are these it? No.
no.
Get down,
Hey.
get down, down, get down, get down, 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 down. Don't get down on her computer, though. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you, puppy.
Ruh-roh, George. Where's that container you brought down from?
I don't know if I want her to have any.
Okay.
I just want her to be teased.
Okay.
Are these? No.
No.
No, they're similar. They're
It was
like
just
small. They look like the Nutty Butter, I think, peanut butter things, and they have peanut butter all on the outside. They look like
That was
Nutty-
2 weeks ago. I don't remember
Yeah,
what happened
that's
2
what I'm
weeks
saying.
ago.
It's all right.
I'm lucky
It's
if I
over
remember what
there.
happened
It's
an
over
hour
there.
ago.
Connie
Anyway.
said just wanted to know, and then I don't even
I'm
know if she's
assuming
listening.
that I probably gave them all to her
That's fine.
because
She
I
just-
really
you know,
don't remember.
She probably will get more for her.
Oh, those were from her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were
that was.
personally from
They were
her.
from-
Well,
from
what
the
about
dog.
me? What about giving me something?
Well, I don't know if
You
she's
got
listening.
2 things tonight where Cheyenne only got 1.
She
That's
doesn't
right.
deserve anything.
Well, that's true. If I knew that was going to happen, we wouldn't
Yeah.
have brought over the
Oh,
ice
this
cream
isn't the
for
right.
Cheyenne.
Okay, so now I got to figure this out. Got to figure out which one
You know,
I did this. Why can't I find the show? You guys got the show. Oh, there we are. I was looking in the wrong area. Okay, I had the wrong screen up. That's why I couldn't find us. I was playing
You have how many
I was,
monitors?
I was
you
playing.
can't-
I was playing the wrong show. I was playing the wrong show up there. I was like, "That's not the screen we're on. Why is this?" Okay,
You have how many monitors? You
I can't hear
find
you.
the right-
I can't hear you.
What?
I can't hear you.
What?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Get. It's got a condom on it. You're not gonna get pregnant.
I can't anyway.
Okay, well then eat
that's
it.
what she says, Mike.
Put your mouth in it.
Really?
You know how to do it, I think.
I forgot.
Oh,
Bullshit.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Hey!
Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You forgot. You forgot how to do that. Okay. All right. Should I give it to one? Bullshit. Okay.
Keep practicing.
Still, I know to keep practicing, but still.
All right.
Bullshit.
On to the next topic, which will not be as sad as that topic. So Ken is the only one I wanted to do the RIP on today. So there was another person that died, but I didn't want to use him.
Okay.
As long as he wasn't on one of our lists, we're okay.
He's not.
Good.
He's not.
okay.
All right. I only got one thing for the movies.
Ashley says she's trying to eat. Okay.
Eat who?
Oh, there you go, Ashley.
Donnell.
I got to be careful what I was going to say. I was almost said something wrong.
Yeah, good.
So it's good that I got a filter there somewhere. My filter came back.
You didn't lose it?
I don't know where it is. I did lose it. I don't know where it went. All right, where are we at here?
The movies.
Okay, Marvel. Marvel released Eternals, which was supposed to be a really big blockbuster, but it turns out that it didn't do as well as they had hoped it would do. It did. Actually, that's one I want to see too. That actually has a deaf girl as one of the Eternals. It's the girl. One of the girls from Walking Dead is really deaf, and she plays a deaf character on Walking Dead too. And
Okay.
she has a translator and everything. She's deaf in this movie too. Surprise, and she's very qualified because she knows what it's like. And so anyway, she was in that, and I really don't know because I have not seen it yet, so I don't know what they didn't like about it. But I do want to see that. Yeah, it says box office
Yes,
disappointment.
Joe. Trish is really getting it tonight.
She's
May
got to
not
get it
later
sometimes.
on, but she's going to get it now.
Hey, I'm on your side. I said you should get it sometime.
Hi, puppy.
It's not my fault he doesn't give it to you. Anyway, it says here Eternals fell short of the domestic box office projections this weekend, opening number one across American markets at $71 million. Now, it's really funny that they're calling that a disappointment because
71
million is not a disappointment overall for.
But it's not 300 million.
Well, yeah, but we haven't had a 300 million since the pre-COVID.
Hi.
I'm not talking to you, dog. I'm not talking to you. We have nothing to say to each other. Anyway, But I mean, I think it said it fell short. It doesn't mean that it did horribly. It just didn't do as good as they hoped it would do. So, and the thing is, these are all new Marvel characters. These aren't any of the old ones.
Okay.
So the Marvel, like the Captain America's not in it, and all these people that we're used to seeing in the Marvel movies are not in it because they're starting a new, what they call their I don't know. I can't think of the word right now, but they're starting a new
A new sequel? Like a new
kind of a new sequel, but with
storyline?
new story, with new people in it, new superheroes. So if you remember, the Marvel ones that we were looking at before were like the X-Men and Captain America and Thor and all them guys. None of them are in it. This is a whole new generation of Marvel characters. So I am looking forward to seeing that one, and I will probably eventually see it. All right. Next, I got some strange stuff. So, actually, I don't have as much stuff as I did before because I spent so much time on Ken's video.
It's all right. We can fill the gap up.
Oh, I got plenty of stuff that from the last show that we didn't
Well, I was
get
going
to.
to say, sure.
But
we
I got
do.
some games too that we may end up doing. So
All
be
right.
prepared for games.
Okay.
I'm game for it.
I didn't hear what you said.
What?
I didn't hear anything.
I know.
I'd like to hear what you're saying. Otherwise, you're going to wear a headset. You have it on. You just don't get close enough to it.
Okay. I'll
There
do
you go.
this.
I hear you. Wow. It's amazing, that technology stuff.
I guess it's amazing.
Well, the
when
whole
you-
thing is this should be around here so I can reach it better.
We had it here, but it was in your way. It wasn't
It's amazing when you grab how you know how to grab a dick and use it. You know, it works.
he meant
What did he mean? Try to explain it there, Mike.
it's easy. He was talking about an official that was a cop, a private dick,
There
as
you
opposed
go.
to as opposed to a public dick.
Mhm.
Lord help me. I hope this is not contagious.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, Vin Diesel is in the news, and you know there's an ongoing battle between him and The Rock in real life. They do
Yes.
not like each other. And what?
Yes.
Oh, what?
No.
No, put it up to your mouth, doggone it. Ugh. Now what are you doing? What are you trying? What'd you do? Oh, you took it apart. Oh, girl, I'm telling you, she broke her her microphone, her mic, not her dick. Is it? Yep, you did kill it. Oh, girl, you're worse than a kid.
Hi.
Do I have to take the seat back over again?
What?
Do I have to take the
course,
seat back
You had
over
the
again?
power off on it.
That's what I was trying to ask you. Is it on or off? Because when it's up, it's on, and that's the way I've had it.
No, you didn't. It was just off. I just
Come
turned it on.
Cheyenne. Come on.
Yeah. She can come back as long as she stays out of my way.
Now talk so I can hear you.
You-
There you good. I can hear you now.
That's the best volume. I can't hear what she says, but that's good. All right. Anyway. Trish, you're getting red.
It's the reflection off my shirt.
You scared her away. She's leaving because of you.
No, she has to get up for work tomorrow.
Ah, sure. That's what she says, but she's trying to be nice.
Jesse.
What's it say? Storyline. Otherwise distracted. What? Okay. All right. What am I talking? Okay, Vin Diesel and The Rock. So they don't get along in real life, but it's kind of like wrestling. In wrestling, you got to work with some people you don't like, but those are the people you make the most money with.
That's true. How many people did you not like when you were in it?
Everybody liked me. I was just so super. So it was just a matter of working with them, and you know. And actually, by the way, we got a new Alexa. Well, see, we got two of them now, but that's the one we're going to be using because there's a clock, and I don't have to set the clock when the power goes out anymore. So,
Hi.
what do you want, dog? What do you want? I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you.
She's trying to say sorry.
If she wanted to be saying sorry, she would have cleaned up after herself.
She just wanted it on camera. That's all
I'll tell
she
you what.
wanted.
You can have her tonight. You can take her. She's yours.
You'll miss her.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Not at all. All right, who's doing that? Who's giving the hearts and stuff? And
It's got to be Ashley.
I would imagine. Yeah. Anyway, so they don't get along, but Vin Diesel is asking The Rock to.
No, actually, I think it was Jesse Joe.
Vin Diesel asked Dwayne The Rock Johnson to return to the Fast and Furious franchise after they fell out with each other on the set. What are you doing? Stop it! You little pest! Get out of here! Get! I'm mad at you. And because you don't bark, I don't really feel sorry for you. I felt sorry when Buddy would bark. By the way, I made her bark the other day.
How?
It was something stupid. What are you doing? I hear you sound. It sounds like you're grabbing something you're not supposed to have. Oh, was she grabbing that?
No, but I'm making sure she doesn't.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I can't go any further, Cheyenne.
All right, I'll let you have that. That's a bottle. All right, anyway. Vin Diesel is extending an olive branch to his Fast and Furious co-star Dwayne The Rock Johnson after Dwayne called out Vin in 2016 for his behavior. And, considering that The Rock is the number one paid guy in Hollywood right now, or number two, it depends on the week. He's like Elon and Bezos between him being number one and Ryan Reynolds. Those two are batting it out now.
Okay.
Because Ryan Reynolds has got his stride. Anyway. Well, did you go? Why aren't you going? You should be going. You should work. Tweet. You didn't.
Is she actually chewing on the bottle?
Yeah, I did that to her a couple times. I threw her a bottle and she chewed on it, so it keeps her out of trouble. Wish I would have had a bottle yesterday. and the day before.
Well, you have all those tea
Oh,
jugs.
that's something I didn't know.
I keep mine.
Oh, okay.
I keep my tea jugs.
Well, I told you I have a bunch more.
I know, but
And you told me to get rid of them, and I haven't done
I
it
got
yet.
yeah. Well, I
How
just
do they,
what?
according to, I didn't know this. It says his name is not actually Vin Diesel. His name is Mark Sinclair.
Yeah, but Vin Diesel sounds cool.
Right. But how did they change that in Hollywood? Like, if you were born, Mark, how do you change that to get a paycheck under Vin Diesel?
Ah,
That's
they
my
have.
question.
That's why
It's
they
called
have
an Actors
agents.
Guild.
That's why they have agents and Actors Guild and all that. I mean, it's lucky because when I get big in Hollywood, they just write trash check and it'll be no big deal.
That's true.
So,
Oh, okay. I'll wait till you're done. Then I got to tell you something.
it says while trying to put things behind him, Vin took to Instagram. Oh, he's a wimp if he took to Instagram to ask him to come back. To ask The Rock to return to Fast and Furious after The Rock said he was leaving in July. And my little brother Dwayne, the time has come. The world awaits the finale of Fast 10. As you know, my children refer to you as Uncle Dwayne. I think he'd be cool as Uncle Rock. But, the
That's
bottom
what I
line
would
is,
call it, Uncle
did you
Rock.
know that Vin Diesel's he's 50-something now?
He's actually 54 years
Yeah.
old. I'm looking
And he
at
looks
that.
pretty good for a guy that's 54.
Well, he's 1967.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
July.
Woohoo!
This is an
That's
inside.
older than you.
Is this an inside thing here?
Yes.
Okay.
1 year.
1 year and about
And
a
4
ton of
months.
and a
3 months, excuse me.
He's still older than you.
and he's got guns like me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like me.
Keep trying there, buddy.
Hey, he has him on the wrong side. He's got him on the top. I've got him on the bottom.
Yeah, you just keep trying there.
Anyway, so we'll get to see whether or not The Rock accepts the olive branch. So, Elon Musk is got an interesting thing going on. By the way, my stocks went up huge for
Nice.
Tesla. They were up at $1,200 a share at one
Ooh.
point. I don't know what they are today, but they went up quite a bit. But that was feeling good that I actually was. I mean, I'm making money anyway, but I was making a lot of money. What's it at?
140 billion in
No,
one day
that's-
decline.
Yeah, they had 1 day decline, but there's what I want to look at. I paid 500 a share. They're at 1,023.50.
Wow.
So I've doubled my money.
Yeah.
And there was a special on.
Aptera.
Yeah, Aptera's going. Has shown. Okay, did you get an email from Aptera?
Yes.
Did you read it?
It was about the car.
Yeah.
They have 3 new
Yeah,
cars.
yeah,
I saw
you saw it. Okay. Well, I need to go on there and I need to tell them which one I want. But I'm telling you, that car is going to be so cool. I am really looking forward to that car. So I just am really excited about that. What's that say? It shouldn't have a quote
Yeah, it
because
doesn't, yeah.
it's not on the
Right.
stock
I
market
just keep
yet.
looking.
But I'll tell you what, when it comes on the stock market, that's when we're going to go to the moon. We're going to see it. We're going to make.
Mm-hmm.
We should
Then
make.
I'll have a sugar mama.
We should be real. I should be. She should love me long time when that goes.
I do love you long time.
She should make a lot of money. Well, I mean, based on what we were saying, the second round was at like 3 times what we paid for it, or
True.
2 times what we paid for, and yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Then I'll have my sugar mama.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
And then I can do that cheap joke and say, I don't love her for her money.
Well,
what joke? I thought that was real. I'm just protecting you.
thanks. I appreciate that.
Did you fart?
I smell popcorn!
Oh, I see what you're doing. I got to take this off a second. Well, maybe I can reach it. It's my only Christmas decoration.
I thought you had the Grinch. Don't you have a Grinch somewhere?
I don't know.
I thought you did.
Anyway,
We'll
all right.
fix that.
Next thing. All right. Why is
I
it?
thought Mike was the Grinch.
I am the Grinch.
Wow.
He thinks he is.
All
You
right.
just
Oh, I
let
was
him-
saying about. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was talking about Elon, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What did I was? Where's the? Oh, that's why. Changed. Okay, it was on. All right, here we go. Elon Musk faces a $15 billion tax bill. $15 billion tax bill. That's a little bit of money.
What he didn't tell you is that's what I sent him to see if I could scam him out of it.
Ah. Did you say?
I told him I was the IRS.
Oh, did you? Okay, well, if he falls for that, that'd be good. You could spread that. Do you realize that if the top, let's say billionaires, the top 10 billionaires, each donated $6 or $7 billion, they could wipe out world hunger?
But do you really think they would do that?
No, but I'm just telling you. That would be kind of neat.
That would be cool if they would, but
Elon's willing to do it because
Is there a
Elon's cool.
reason- I'm looking on this thing. He has I think 4 or 5 kids, 4 kids at least, and each name has three names. Each kid has 3 names, like Nevada, Alexander Musk. They're all 3 names. Has 3. I don't know.
don't you have 3 names?
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine's hitting. It's a middle name. This is not. I don't go by Michael Anthony Cirillo. These people have to go by their
Not
3 names.
necessarily.
Well, they do, evidently. I've never seen this before.
Why? You ever listen to Van Halen?
No.
Michael Anthony Smith is the bass player.
Yeah.
There's people that do that. Anyway, so
Yeah,
Elon
married
faces a
3 times.
$15 million a tax bill of more than $15 billion in the coming months on stock options. He asked 62
He's
million.
paying out $1 billion to every 3 ex-wives.
He asked his 62 million Twitter followers whether he should sell 10% of his stock holdings, and they all said yes. The looming tax bill makes the sale of Tesla stock this year likely, regardless of the outcome. of the Twitter vote.
I smell popcorn.
I smell popcorn.
So he did get it. He said he was going to do whatever his Twitter followers told him to do, and they said to sell it. So
he's one of the richest, right? Or is the
he
richest?
is the richest.
He is.
Yeah,
He passed Bezos.
$318.4 billion, I would think so.
He's about to be a trillionaire.
right.
So, yeah,
Not if he has to pay $1 billion.
that's a drop in the hat. For
I know
a
that's
trillionaire.
like a for you and I that's like a penny. I mean, for him it's like
So, okay. 58% said yes on selling a stock, and 41 said no. So, they had 3.5 million people vote.
Wow.
So, I don't know. It'd be interesting. He's one of my heroes. Okay, here's a question for you guys, and if you want, I'll go first or last. Either way,
Okay.
I'll give you a chance to think. Now, you know all the people I've had on the show.
Yeah. If I remember most of them.
Let's say you had power to book the guests.
Okay.
Name 5 people you would like to see. They may have been on the show and you want to have them back on, or they may not have been on the show. And same for you.
Okay.
well, I
you
can't name myself
gonna need
'cause I'm
to.
already on the show.
Well, you can, but you're already there.
Yeah.
And if you want, I'll go first so that you guys can think. Do you have any ideas?
I do. Where is it?
Oh, you already prepared for this?
No.
That would be funny if you already prepared for this, because that meant.
I got a couple of them already.
All right,
on
tell me
top of
who.
my head.
Tell me who.
I would probably be interesting to Eli. Would be
Elon
one
Musk.
Of them.
That
I
would
would
be.
say The Rock would be 2.
Those are 2 that I would definitely have.
I've always admired. Well, I've always like Hulk Hogan.
I've had him twice, but yes.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I've always wanted to, meet him like personality-wise. Unfortunately, I know he's dead, but if we can have him come back, one of them would be Kenny Rogers.
Okay.
Because basically he was one of the reasons why I got started into country music
Okay.
and listened to country music. So I'd always would want to, talk to him face to face, ask him a few questions and privately and all that, and it would be interesting. As far as that, I think that was 4 of them. I would go probably back in time and probably go with John F. Kennedy.
All right.
Okay.
That would be.
That would be very interesting if we can go back in time
You can.
and
Well, and since
and
it's
do that. I would probably say John F. Kennedy because everybody's from what I hear about him and everything like that, a lot of people admired that gentleman. And they always say the best presidents. Well, I've heard. I'm not going to say no. They always say. I've heard. They always say the best presidents have been shot at. Attempted to be shot at or have killed a president.
Well, think about this. Back in the '60s, they had open cars they were riding. in.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
and
was
who would think
insane.
of somebody would doing that?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
back then, a lot of people ended up doing it and ended
Yeah.
up killing them. So, okay.
I think just to probably add one more would be probably whoever was Pope at the time, John Paul.
Okay.
I think would I think would be interesting
Okay.
as a religious person just to throw that one in there.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all right. You?
I only have a list of 4.
Okay. Give me who you got.
Bret Hart, which I know we've had. Shawn Michaels,
You'd have to wear a special shirt.
of course.
There's a story. She'll tell it.
Dolly Parton.
You didn't tell
Oh
it.
wow, there you
Not
go.
yet.
That would be perfect. Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton.
Mm-hmm. And Bret Michaels.
What's this thing with Michaels? You got a problem with Michaels, or you
I
have?
have a Michael addiction.
Apparently,
Okay?
because you got 2 of them and you want 2 more.
She wants more. I'll tell you.
Okay. Are those?
I guess we're
and
not
you-
good enough, Mike.
I guess.
It's a Michael addiction I have. I'm sorry. Now, as
And
far
you-
as the shirt,
What shirt?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
yes.
when we went to the promotion in New York, it was their first show, and Shawn
And-
Michaels was there.
And she was super scared to go up
I was. I
Why
was
is this not-
freaking out about meeting
This is
him.
not working. What's going on?
But I had a shirt, and I still have it, that said HBK Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels on it. But I thought, okay, I'll be cool. You know, I'll wear this.
She'll be cool.
And
That's
so
never happened.
eventually I had enough guts.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you said, would you introduce him to me?
Well,
You
I
didn't
went
have
up
any
first
guts. You
because
did not have enough guts. I went
Yes.
up and I introduced him to you.
I went up first because we were talking.
Revisionist
and that's
history.
when he said it was
I
an
would think
outlaw show.
I'm believing Mike on this one.
Yes,
You know,
I'm
she
saying-
did not
Yes,
go
I
up
did.
first.
I believe Mike
introduced
on
I
this
him.
didn't
one.
know
I'm
what
sorry.
an outlaw shirt was at the time.
I know.
And that's when he called it that.
Well, I know.
And then after you called me over, he's like, oh, yeah, the outlaw shirt. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go again. Because I distinctly remember saying to him, I paid for this because I didn't know what it meant.
Do you know what it is? What
No,
an
I
out-
do not.
Okay. Well, she didn't either.
An outlaw shirt
Is-
is a shirt that has, like, their name, their likeness on it, but they don't get royalties.
An illegal shirt.
Okay.
And I had no way of knowing
So you had a Shawn Michaels shirt that didn't.
that he
Make
wasn't
money.
getting
Yes.
money from.
Right.
Yep.
He was nice to me. I didn't have any outlaw stuff.
Hey, I got the authentic hat off his
Are
head.
you the
so
Are you the type that goes up to someone, a celebrity, and go?
it
and just
depends on
stand
who
there
it
and
is.
just open your
Yes.
mouth. And,
It
Yes.
depends on who it is.
And when she talks about that hat,
yeah.
she beat up a little girl to get it.
No,
we
I
were in the
didn't.
we were in the fifth row. I ended up getting these tickets gratis because of who I am, and I had Pam was there.
Yes.
It was her birthday. It was Pam's birthday. I got Pam tickets. I got me a ticket, and I had two more tickets, which we were going to give to somebody, and I don't remember who the other one was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And her. So Shawn Michaels threw his hat out, and this
It
girl
bounced around till it landed in
no,
my hands.
this girl had it in her hands, and she reached up there and grabbed it, and she was ready to slug her. She was ready to slug her if that girl took it back. This girl, you don't want to get between her and
and my boy
anything.
toys.
she's dangerous. So,
Oh, you know. You've seen it.
seeing that you're dangerous?
Yes.
Yes, I know. So, yeah, be careful. Just telling you now. All right.
Hey, I've had to
And
fight.
your 5, Michael. We didn't go through your 5.
Oh, yeah, you won my 5. Well, I'm not going to name the ones you guys named because that kind of
Is that all
makes
four of them? I mean,
it. Actually, I'll tell you some of the ones that were named that I would do. We did Bret Hart, so I wouldn't
Yes.
do him again. I wouldn't mind him, but I mean, if I'm talking about my last 5 interviews that I could possibly do ever, Donald Trump.
okay.
He's just weird enough that I want to know what makes him tick. Vince McMahon. He's a genius when it comes to wrestling.
Okay.
I would have to know him. Who else was I thinking of at this?
But do you think he
I would like
tell
Elon.
his secrets to on air to like everybody to know?
I don't think anything you can ask him, he'll tell the truth. But I would still be interested in knowing what his.
Right.
Wait, which one we talk about? Trump?
Vince
Vince McMahon?
or,
I
Vince
think he would
McMahon,
be an
yeah.
interesting interview because he's kind of a genius. I would do Howard Stern because he's definitely a rule breaker, and he has paved the path for everybody that does radio. Anybody that does radio,
Yeah.
he's the man. If there's one person that's the man, it's him.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
And the same with Vince McMahon. He's the man.
Yeah.
He started.
I like how he right now is, and I haven't seen totally. I've seen clips of it where he's actually him and his daughter is actually going back and forth. Like they're actually he beats up her, she beats up him, and I've seen videos.
oh, you're talking about a long time ago when they were.
But probably
doing-
it probably. I mean. Probably. I mean, I don't know. There are videos on.
He paved the way for a lot. He took wrestling from regional to worldwide.
Yeah.
So you can't say that he's not a big influence and didn't do a lot for the business because he is the business. And for many years, he was the only game in town.
Yeah.
Because I being a guy that went on the independents, I saw what he did. He killed a lot of smaller promotions. But, there's no rule that says you can't do that. If you're in business, you're in business to win.
Right.
He did one thing that nobody else, well, there were other people that were talking about doing that, but he's the one that actually did it. And I'll tell you, he is not what you would think. I mean, you're looking at him and you're saying, you would say he's successful. He's a billionaire, right? But he wasn't successful in the 70s. When his dad owned the company, he was out promoting concerts and stuff like that. He lost his butt. And if WrestleMania had not gone the way that it did, that would have been it, the first WrestleMania. He mortgaged his house and everything and every penny he had, he put towards the first WrestleMania. And if that had gone bad, we wouldn't have had a WWF back then. So I would love to hear him, so I know what makes him tick. He is a genius in so many ways. I would Elon Musk, but you chose him, so I'm not going to duplicate that one. I would definitely talk to him because he's the man that created PayPal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And many other businesses, and he was successful. He's not from the United States. He can say, look, I came across here. I'm telling you, you can make billions of dollars as long as you do the right thing. And the thing is, he does the right thing. A lot of times he doesn't necessarily do the right thing as we see it, but, everybody makes some mistakes, and he, in my eyes, is one of the geniuses that I would definitely want to talk to. But let's see, that just gives me two because yours is you used Elon. I would look at there's so many on my list that I would, but I'm trying to think of the top.
There's probably a lot that I can come up with too,
I would probably The Rock. Did you say The Rock? Oh, okay,
yes,
you said The Rock. Okay. I would like to talk to. I'm trying to think just the top tier of guys. Maybe Bubba the Love Sponge because he went from the bottom to the top, and right now he's at the bottom again. This guy is another Howard Stern. He's a Howard Stern wannabe. He went from the bottom and raised himself up to where he was near the top. And right now, he's in financial straits so bad that not only does he run his radio show, but he delivers DoorDash.
Oh, gee.
Well, I mean, he definitely took a dive, but I'd still like to know what makes him tick. And I was talking about dead or alive. Maybe Macho Man Randy Savage would be interesting because he was so bizarre as a human being. I would like to know what makes him tick because he was. There's a lot of people I would like to talk to in Hollywood too, but because I come from a wrestling background, I'm going to gravitate towards them a certain amount. But there's a lot of people in Hollywood, like I wouldn't mind, I don't know that I would make him one of my top guys, but maybe Leonardo DiCaprio or
I think like another one would be interesting is Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood would be a great one.
Yeah.
But there's so many I would love to talk to. And I would love to talk to Ozzy Osbourne because he's been around forever and abused his body for so long, and he's still going.
Yeah.
I can't believe that guy is still going. I can't believe after all these things he's done. I would love to talk to Eddie Van Halen.
Moment again, but you look at that as he abused his body badly. He's still around, and then you look at the opposite.
Yeah.
What did Ken do? Nothing.
I can't.
And boom.
That bothers me for a lot of reasons because
that bothers me too. It's like and you
why
hear that,
live
you
a
hear
clean
that
cut
all the
life?
time. People that are healthy and wise and all that, they go boom, and then the people that are mistreat their body, smoke and all kill, thinking, I'm going to kill myself. They don't boom. They don't.
One of my guys would be Elvis too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to know what makes Elvis tick, or what would have made him tick, because he's a guy that came up and were any of the Led Zeppelin guys, because they came up at a time when music was this type, but they made this music, and it was so different from this music. It was just I would love to know what makes Jimmy Page.
Yeah, there's a couple actors who took their life and all that, and I would, like Erin Moran from the Happy Days.
She had some issues, but
she had
some serious
and
issues. She was raped, and she was
interesting to find. To hear it, but to hear it from her, would be a different story. And I mean, just to mention, you on your introduction is Bonnie Bonaduce.
Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah,
he was an interesting.
He had a rough bringing up too.
He was a great interview too. He was very open and honest about things, and yet funny, and yet he was really cool. I liked him a lot, and I liked Chris Jericho when we interviewed him too. Even though we had to do it in segments because he had to do different things, but it was really a cool thing. And actually, when I talked to Hogan, it changed my view on him because I didn't like Hogan until I interviewed him, and then I thought, he's pretty cool. He actually.
But I know somebody that was afraid because he's like, I got to play the heel dad, and she's got to go do her homework.
That was Hogan, because I used his daughter to get him. I interviewed his daughter, and I interviewed her for an hour, or it was 45 minutes. And she goes, "Hold on, I got someone who wants to talk to you." And I thought, is she going to put him on? Did it work? Did it really work? And he goes, "Yo, brother, I'm sorry I had to play the heel dad and make her go and do her homework." Of course, I was flirting with her for the last 45 minutes.
Right.
And I didn't make the realization, or didn't want to make the realization, that she was only 16.
Oh yeah.
And I was flirting with a 16-year-old,
Right.
and I was a little bit older than that, just a little bit older than that. But I liked that interview. That was one of my favorite interviews. One of my favorite interviews was Bret Hart, because he said he was only giving me 15 minutes. He gave me 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours. And he called me. That's back before all these prepaid phones and stuff. He called me from Hawaii.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a really cool one. I wouldn't mind talking to him again, but if you want to talk about people dead or alive, Owen would be a good talk.
Yes.
Because he wanted to get out of the business and only did what he had to do to get the money, and it cost him his life. So
I would probably, that would be the thrill of my life, to sit here and be, one of the people interviewing somebody, like I said, just to have anybody or whatever, who it was, or on the phone, and just be able to ask them a question. And
well, you know something, when we started this, when in this part of the studio,
right,
I would go back in here and get them on the phone. 9 times out of 10, I was shaking as I would dial the number and get them on the phone. Before I hand them
you want to
over
talk about
home.
something that she hated yet loved?
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but because I'd be afraid probably too, because one of the things I think, I'd be afraid of, like, okay, am I really talking to that person? Because you don't see them, obviously.
true.
Well,
They're
I
not sitting here.
had a screening process.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And I would think, that would be the first thing I'm going to. Like if we would do Kenny Rogers, I would ask him something that I would know or have seen, like somebody has said about him and all that. And like, of course, a lot of people can answer that question too. Whatever you ask them, but somebody like an imitator or something like that. So, but
I have been through. We've never been caught with the wrong person. We've always been able to screen everyone out, and there are a few that I couldn't believe we actually had them on the phone.
Yeah.
And there were some people that. One of the biggest things is that I don't do this anymore, because after I established the show, other people tried to copy my show, except they couldn't. Like, we had Ricky Morton on the show. I don't know if you know who he is, but he was one of the Rock and Roll Express.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one person that was trying to copy the show kept saying, "You're going to have Ricky Morton on the show? How'd you get him?" I said, "Well, just through my contacts." And he said, "Well, but he's doing all kinds of good music right now." he thought he thought he was
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
But and there were people out there that just didn't have the knowledge that I have,
Yeah.
because my knowledge is in wrestling, early day especially. And when we had Jimmy Valiant and Johnny Valiant and
Yeah.
all these older people on, I was in heaven because this was what I was watching as I was growing up.
Yeah.
And to me that was awesome, because where do you get that kind of stroke?
And a lot of it gave him, as we got further into it, those legends gave him the credibility. They're like, yeah, I know him. I've seen him at a show. And
Or they
talked
give
to
me a
him.
phone number of someone
Yeah.
else.
Right. Right.
And they helped me get the person. So I mean, it was kind of cool. And then I had some other promoters that wanted to promote shows, and they were having a lot of people on that were pretty big names. So I got the people from them, because they trusted that I was going to take care of them. Because
Right.
these people don't want to talk to just anybody. They don't want to talk to some 18 or 15-year-old kid that has a show.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I always proved we are the only ones that interviewed Snuka.
Yep.
Because Snuka doesn't speak very good English.
Yeah.
But it took me 3 years to get him on the show. And I was friends with him from working a show with him.
In
And
Georgia?
no, even before that.
Oh.
I was working shows with him in New York and
Yeah.
in actually Harrisburg and everywhere. I kept seeing him. And I kept saying, come on my show. Yo, brother, yeah, brother, I'll brother, yeah, brother. Everything was brother. And yet, when I tried to lock him in, I couldn't get him to come in. And that's because his wife controlled everything, and she didn't want him talking to just anyone because he doesn't know that good of English. And everyone is always going to start off with, did you kill that woman in the 80s? And I said, I promise you, I'm going to protect him. And
Yep.
and I did, And actually, one of the interviews that I loved was
Let's do.
Ivan Koloff is
Oh,
what I was going to
okay.
say. When his wife was going to cancel his interview,
I was thinking.
I was
Lipski's.
I had Ivan Koloff scheduled to be in the interview, and I have I remember him as a kid. He used to scare the living daylights out of me as a kid,
Right.
and I wanted to tell him that. And I did tell a couple bad guys that when I was a kid I hated them, but I said that to him too. But anyway, he called me right before he was supposed to come on the show, and he called me the Sunday before and said I have to cancel. I said, well, why do you got to cancel? He said, my wife don't want me to do it. I said, why? Because I'm not gonna. What?
No, go
No,
ahead.
there's another. Rebecca said if she tried to get on, because she asked me where I was, and I told her on the radio, and she turned around and she said she tried this on my system. I tried, and I just asked her on Facebook, and I'm not sure if we sent her the right one or we haven't
tell 'em to
sent
go to
her
my-
one.
Tell her to be a friend of mine, and I'll.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Or
I
go to
yeah.
there's a lot of places they can.
So-
Anyway,
Right.
anyway, Ivan Koloff came on and said I can't do it because my wife said I couldn't do it because you're going to trash talk people, and I don't want to trash talk anyone.
Right.
I said it's not trash talking like attacking people. I said my last name is Trash, and I'm talking about wrestling. He said, "Oh, okay, we can do it." I said, okay. So I had him on the show, and it was funny because he was just super, and he went with the flow and everything. But it was a really good interview, and he wasn't from obviously Russia; he was from Canada.
Right.
So you actually heard it in his accent when that he actually was a Canadian, but. That was kind of cool, and we've had a lot of really neat people on the show that I can't duplicate.
That's true.
And when I lost a lot of the interviews,
Yeah.
it was kind of a shame because they are
But
truly a cool part of
look
it.
at what that's done for us now. I mean, you're going 20 years strong.
18,
No,
17.
you were doing
What is
this
it?
before. You started July 2003, and I joined you in December. 18, 19. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Where was that? Do new math you talking about, or
Yeah, it's the
Just-
new math I
just checking.
learned. The core math.
But the thing is, it was fun, but it became unfun at the end for me because
You had everything.
Well, it's not only that. It's when I had the stroke, I kept doing the show, even though I shouldn't have, because I was a lot slower and couldn't combat people and couldn't do any word battles or anything, and people took advantage of that, and that's what turned me off against having independent wrestlers on. If they're not going to, like, you don't disrespect the host. That's just ridiculous. And it was people that don't have the right to do that because they didn't pay their dues as far as I was concerned. So, whatever. It's just one of those things. And it's now, I like the show more now because it's about everything.
Oh,
I don't like to be typecast. I can talk about wrestling if I want, and if
That's
not,
true.
I don't have to. So, all right, let's move on. Billy Joel shows off his 50-pound weight lost.
I heard about
I love Billy Joel. I've gone to see him probably 5 or 6 times. And, man, talk about a guy that that's a guy I wouldn't mind talking to also.
That's true.
He would be an awesome interview. Because he's talk about, man, he had Christy Brinkley or whatever her name was. Jeez, I'd like to know what it's like to have that in bed. But he looks...
I don't know that he would tell you, though.
He might.
That's true.
Because I'm me.
Well, that's possible.
But 50 pounds is a lot. And look who he's with. Howard Stern. So, wait a minute, where is it? There it is.
Get both of those at the same time.
Yeah, I'll have them both in the studio, and you guys will be off that week.
Oh, like hell. I have to do my job as your assistant.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, now that we understand.
Hey, Jen.
Where's Jen?
In the chat room.
Oh, there she is.
Love and miss you, girl.
Hi there. So, yeah.
I told her to go to your page and add you.
Yeah,
so.
I did too.
Okay.
Okay. And actually, one thing that I noticed is they allow me now to post again into the different pages I got. So while the credits are running at the beginning, I'm posting at the Trash Talking Radio fan page, the Trash Talking Radio group, the Mix group, and all that stuff. So we can get out there. But anyway, she misses me.
She says she loves you and miss you.
Says Michael, love
How
you,
do you
miss
know
you.
it isn't me?
Because it says Michael, love
that
you,
don't
miss
mean anything.
Love,
I was the one that said love and miss you, girl.
Says Michael, love you, miss you.
Uh-huh.
Unless that means she's aiming at me, and then I'm glad she missed me.
That could be. I mean, look at you.
Yeah. Well, she saw the pictures this morning. I wanted to surprise you with the pictures. So. Oh, man. Anyway, all right. So Billy Joel, it says here, showed up at his first post-pandemic performance, November 5th, and at Madison Square Gardens, where he's been in residence since 2014. 50 pounds lighter. Tell you what, it looked good on him. He really does look good. Look at the difference between these two pictures.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, he would be awesome to interview him. I would love to interview
That would be
him.
an interesting one because I do like a lot of Billy Joel songs.
And even if you didn't like I'm not a big Kenny Rogers fan, but
Yeah.
I would still interview him because he's Kenny Rogers.
We have to fight nice, Jen said.
Both of you fight nice children. I'd like to fight some nice children. I'd like to punch some of those nice children right in the face.
It's interesting. It's interesting that
Didn't you talk
I
about?
didn't realize how old he actually
Did you
was.
guys
He's 72 years
talk
old.
about
No.
Joe Biden fart?
No.
I saw that Joe Biden fart thing. We did not talk about it. That's we're not that low
On the
level
totem pole?
low level.
Okay.
We talk about only sophisticated things.
That's one person I don't think I would interview. I think he would be the last person on earth, and then interview him.
I might interview him just because I want to know what makes him so stupid.
What goes through his thick mind?
What makes him so stupid?
You know.
So, I shouldn't say that because
You know,
he has
I saw
the guy
as
has
a character on one time on Facebook, I actually saw him and Biden and his when he was vice president, and he goes something like, "Are you messing up the country?" And he goes, "I'm just finishing up what you did, what you couldn't finish."
Mm.
You know, so makes you wonder: is he still doing what like for himself?
I think Joe Biden's here.
I smell popcorn.
You smell popcorn? Okay. All right, you smell popcorn. I don't smell popcorn yet. You know, to think what the ex-president would do,
It'll make
Well, I
sense.
can't see it
or
because
if
it's
or
up
if he's
there.
just finishing up what he supposedly did. They had a plan, and obviously, 8 years wasn't enough to finish it. So now he's trying to finish it off, and he's not doing a very good job. So if that's Billy Joel's wife, in the picture I'm looking at, she's very beautiful.
It used to be Christy Brinkley.
Yeah, I know. That was a joke.
All right. All right. Next thing. Let's see. We did this. So
Well, he's been married a couple times too, according to this.
he can afford to be married a couple times.
He's actually been married 4 times, yes. And according to this, his latest wife is Alex Roderick, if I
Okay.
pronounce that right. Alexis Roderick. So, if I'm looking at it correctly, yeah, looks like she's very. I am to.
Okay. You guys don't watch Walking Dead, so you don't get the storylines and all that. But Jeffrey Dean Morgan was one of the meanest villains that was on there, and is now kind of a fan favorite. And he had this weapon of choice, which was Lucille. Lucille was his weapon of choice.
Was she a loose?
Lucille was. If you were a big music fan, you would know that Lucille is the name of a guitar.
It's also the name of Kenny Rogers' Wheel. You know the song, "You Picked a Fine Time to Leave Me Loose, Wheel"?
Anyway, but for Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Lucille is a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire.
I thought so.
Anyway, so what the point is that Jeffrey Dean Morgan is donating Lucille to the Wounded Veterans Auction.
Oh, wow.
So you can have Lucille if you have enough money. So that's
Well,
kind of cool.
why don't we just get it from one of our hardcore wrestling buddies? And I'm sure that one of them would give it up.
Well, the thing is, it's for a fundraiser for the Wounded Veterans.
All right, I'll throw in $1 million.
Okay, well, be nice if you had it, but that's
Not to. Going further a little bit, and I'm just going to say this last thing. They are 33 years apart. Because it says the singer's 66
between
and
Jeffrey
Roderick.
Dean Morgan and his bat.
No, Billy Joel and Alexis or the Roderick.
Alexis?
He was 66 and she was 33 when they married,
Okay.
and that was.
Well, if you were her, you would marry him.
Oh, I'm
regardless
sure
of-
I would marry
because
him
of- think
too.
of
I mean,
if
on
he
July
kicks a
4th,
bucket.
it was, so it was like, hey, I think, they said, what was it? That, it was obviously he's 70 or 80, 70 something years old, so it was like maybe, almost 20 years ago. So, but
It says, as if we needed another reason to love Walking Dead's Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I happen to like him as an actor outside of that because I saw him in a bunch of things outside of that were really good. We saw him in that Rampage about 3 or 4 years ago. And then I saw him in a movie, was on Netflix or something. Not Netflix, it was one of those movies. But in that particular one he was in, his daughter was kidnapped while she was, or killed. I don't remember if it was kidnapped or killed, but he went to find out what happened to her overseas, and they wouldn't let him investigate it, even though he was a crime investigator in the United States, they wouldn't let him investigate that. But I think he's a very talented man, and I like his ideas and stuff. And I always liked him as the bad guy, and because he had such a unique character, and he was one of those guys you either loved him or hated him. There was no middle ground there, and I really liked his character. And it made sense too, because okay, so you watch the main character, let's say Rick's group of people, and you think, oh, they'll do what they got to do to survive, and they go against all these different people. But then you see Jeffrey Dean Morgan with his group of people who will do anything he can to get his people over. So when he's the bad guy to us, he's the good guy to his people. And when you think about it, if you really sit down and think about it, if the roles were reversed and he was the group that was, and in essence, Rick's group attacked his group first, but yet Rick's group was the good people. You got to think, if you think about it from that, well, I mean, just think about it from any show that you watch where there's a good guy, bad guy. If you look at it from, you ever hear the saying, you're the hero of your own story?
Yes.
Well, that's what it comes down to, is in this thing, you're the hero in your own story.
Okay.
And so if you look at it from Jeffrey Dean Morgan's group, they're thinking they're doing the right stuff. And if you look at it from his point of view, he's doing the right stuff. So everybody can't be right. But just kind of interesting to think about if you were thinking about it, if you had any reason to think about it. And that doesn't mean just Walking Dead. I'm talking about any show. But anyway. All right. Next. I don't have as many stories as I did, but it's okay because I got enough stories that I never used that we can go back to, because I need to clean this up. And we only really have, this is, what's the date?
Today is the 9th.
Okay.
Wait a minute, we've got...
Six.
We
About 6
really
weeks.
only have 6 weeks.
6 more weeks of the show.
And then I'll take a couple weeks off and revamp some of this equipment
See,
and
we
stuff
got
and get ready for
16th,
the...
23rd to 30th. Then there's the 7th. The 14th. So that's actually
Actually 5, yeah. Well, I mean, it depends. If I'm bored, I may end up doing an extra show here or there, but
Well,
I
also
like to have...
Thanksgiving's in here.
Yeah. So,
You
but
never-
before I had to work, back in
Yeah.
the old days when I had a job.
A what?
And, a job.
What's that?
Joyous Others Buying. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever. Well, I don't know. You tell me. You have one.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
All right. Let me see if there's anything else in here that I... Do you... Well, what time we got here? We got 9 o'clock. Actually, we're doing good. Because, all right. We'll do this later. Okay. This is interesting. How old do you think the oldest person is that has ever... I don't want you guys to check on this.
I'm not.
The oldest guy to ever walk the Appalachian Trail.
97
From beginning
years
to
old.
end. The whole
97
thing.
years old.
You're
That's
saying
my guess
97.
Without even looking.
That's what he says, 97.
I would say 100.
Boy, your people are really in shape, I guess.
Of course.
I hate to disappoint you. But I'm going to disappoint you. Oh, wrong. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. That's not the story I wanted. What happened here? Hold on. That wasn't it. What happened here? There it is. Jeez. 83-year-old becomes
Wow.
the oldest person to ever hike the Appalachian Trail.
Okay,
Now,
so you
let's
were
put
close.
this...
I was closest by,
Yeah, well, you went over.
well, still.
You both went over, I
Okay,
think.
the closest without going over, I guess. All right, I
We're not
lost.
Price is writing it.
We might
Okay.
be. It's my rules, my show, my...
Damn it. I keep forgetting.
I got it right, only because I read this article. Anyway, now think about this. My mother was 80,
Oh,
and she would have never walked the Appalachian Trail. But I mean, think about people. How old was your dad when he died?
71, I believe.
And oh, really? That was young.
Wait a minute. job is just over broke.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I mean, just to think about to walk, to do anything at 80, but this guy walked the Appalachian Trail at 83. That to me is pretty amazing. So, if you're looking for something to do when you get in your older years, maybe walking the Appalachian Trail will be up your
I'll just
alley.
be happy having sex.
I'll be happy
Oh,
to
I'm
be
sorry, did I
alive
say that
yet.
out
My
loud?
dad was 71.
Was he? Okay, I
Yeah.
thought he was older than that.
Did I
Huh.
say that out loud?
What?
Did I say that out loud?
What?
Okay, exactly.
I didn't hear you.
Good.
Next one. Okay, this was the one that I sent you or that I put up before. A teenage girl in Kentucky was rescued from a 61-year-old man after she flashed a viral TikTok hand gesture indicating domestic abuse. Kind of interesting. I didn't even know there was a hand gesture that tells you that you're being domestically abused. I guess this is the hand gesture,
Oh.
and I didn't know that. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
I know there's different things, like if you're at a bar and you're feeling uncomfortable with your date, you can ask for an angel shot, and there's different things, like if you say you want, let me get the whole thing of it. Angel? Oops, I can't even-
Well, it says a missing teenager was rescued after a 911 caller reported she used hand gestures that indicate domestic violence. The symbols have grown popular on TikTok since reports emerged of increasing rates of domestic abuse during the pandemic. The 61-year-old man was found with a teenager. He was arrested for unlawful imprisonment and possession of child pornography.
So it's just basically putting it up like that, and or
Well, let's see here. I'm going to see what it is. I have not seen. Okay, TikTok signals save a teenage girl. Let's see if they say what it is. Missing teen was reportedly rescued after she used a viral TikTok hand gesture to alert others that she was in trouble. 16-year-old was found in Kentucky on Thursday, and after someone called 911 and reported that a female passenger riding in the car ahead. Well, show us what this thing is. Let's see. Hopefully they will show us. Of course, if they show us, they'll have to kill us. The teen's parents reported her missing on Tuesday. Police found out that Brick drove to Ohio. So he crossed state lines, too. He's got serious issues now. But they got to show us what the hand signal is. Brick was arrested, and we want to see the hand signal. I want to know what it is that they did. I think you're right, but I don't. The mix of three hand gestures that mean violence at home, I need help, and domestic violence has spread on TikTok as a method. Okay, so they're going to have to show us this hand signal. They got to do it. We got to have it.
A woman demonstrates how to use. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Since the start of the coronavirus, which left victims trapped indoors with their people. Okay. It's called a shadow pandemic. All right. Now show us the thing. Come on. Stop with the talking and show us. We got to know. Come on. Show me. Show me. They didn't even show us. What a bunch of
You have to wait for the commercial
turkey
first.
necks.
Hi, puppy.
No, because that's it. That was the end of it. Well, that's really sad. Let me see if they say it down here below. The story continues. Let's see. Okay, Brick is currently at Laurel County Correctional Center, where he was arrested for unlawful imprisonment and possession of content showing sexual activity by a minor. The signal's a mix of three hand gestures. Okay, we already talked about that. Oh, here we go. I got a video of a woman demonstrating. Maybe. Okay, we'll find out. Hold on there, girl. Don't go talking. Don't go talking yet. Let me have the... all right, let's see if we got what we got here.
I know your mom's a great baker, so it should be good.
Oh, okay.
what is it?
It's this.
I wanna see that again.
This.
Okay, I see it.
Okay.
So it's this, this, and
5,
this.
yeah.
Okay, I got it. I got it. There we go. There's 1, 2.
No.
No, 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Okay, so now I can do it next time I'm having violence.
And that's like if you're at a bar with
Did I do this
somebody.
already?
So next time I'm having sex, I can go 1, 2, 3.
No, you
and no
can't.
one's going to know it. The problem is no one's going to know it.
Nobody's gonna believe it.
I know,
They're gonna-
exactly. There you go.
But if you're the actual offender, it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's the guy. The other guy that died was Dean Stockwell of Quantum
Yeah.
Leap and Blue Velvet. He was 85.
Wow.
He picked the wrong week to die because
Yeah.
Ken gets the full
Yep.
attention.
Well, that's like I was saying with the angel shots. If you order an angel shot with lime, you're basically telling the bartender to call the police.
And if you put it in the coconut,
No.
you shake
If you
the bowl,
order
the whole
an
thing
angel
up.
shot neat, that means they want someone. You want someone to walk to your car.
But if you
with
put
you.
the lime in the coconut
There's
and shake
nothing
the
to do
bowl
with the
up,
coconut.
put the lime in the coconut,
But
shake
if
your
you
bowl
order
up.
an angel shot on the rocks, that means you need the bartender to call a taxi or something for you.
I know there was a recent one where a girl was in a bar and she wrote on her slip
Uh-huh.
that she needed help, and that's so. I mean, personally, I think people going to bars should not go to bars because it's a bad place. And but then again,
What
I don't
about if
drink.
they're going for karaoke or wings?
Oh, they should be shot.
Oh,
If they're going for karaoke. For karaoke, they definitely should be shot.
well, there goes Thursday.
Wings are a different situation.
Wings are different, yes.
There was a 3-year-old child killed after a Bay Freeway shooting. This was sad. A 3-year-old child was killed after a Bay Area freeway shooting.
Well, that's just a 1-year-old.
Well, that does say 1, but it says 3 is the...
Maybe it was a 4-year-old.
Well, that's weird.
Hi, puppy.
Wonder why that
She
is.
looks like she's getting into something. I don't know if she's walking around.
Hi, puppy.
That is kind of weird.
Hi,
That says 1 year and that says 3. I guess that's a 1-year-old. It says a 1-year-old has died after a freeway shooting Saturday in downtown Oakland, California. Dispatchers were called about the shooting on Interstate 880 at 2 p.m. And a white Lexus was driving southbound, and the car was hit by gunfire. And the bullets hit a 3-year-old. Is it a 3-year-old or a freaking 1-year-old?
Hi, puppy.
They don't know what it. They don't know. They said both. That's kind of weird. They don't even know.
Hi, puppy. How's that puppy?
I did this right.
Is you a good puppy?
I did this already.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, I thought so. All right.
Somebody in this room asked me if I would ever drive a school bus, and after the accident that I've seen on the yesterday on the film, or on the
On the
news,
On the
I don't
news.
think
Okay.
I'd ever drive one. I don't care if I was the safest person on the earth, because I don't want to be responsible for all those kids.
I don't like driving a car in the winter. I wouldn't do a school bus in the winter either.
I'm retired. I don't care.
It's not electric.
Don't matter. I'd stay home.
Hi, puppy.
This was a concert, not a fight for survival. So this is bizarre, but it's not the first time it's happened. There was a concert going on, and there were a bunch of people there, and all the fans at Travis Scott's concert moved forward towards the stage, and it killed a bunch of people because they crushed them.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That
I heard
was
about
just,
that was on the news too.
well, yeah, that's where these stories are coming from.
I know.
I don't make these things up.
Yes, you do.
But that's really weird to think about, that 8 people, it says at least 8 people were killed and dozens injured. And the dead range from 14 years old to 27. All because they went to a concert.
Wow, and wasn't there some sort of lawsuit coming
There is
from
now.
this? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you bet. You bet. That's unbelievable. I just can't imagine. That's why I don't want to be around that many people. Anything could happen. I mean, anything can happen anywhere. But the more people, the more chances of something bad happening. Now, if they want to come and see me in concert, I don't have a band anymore. But if they did, I would.
You don't have a band.
I'd be up on stage, so I won't
You
care.
don't have a band yet.
I don't have a band yet. Yes, and I don't know if I'll have a band yet, but
Right.
we're going to
I
leave that
believe you
open. We'll see what happens. We'll take our time and see what happens. So, yeah, I gotta post this. Hold on there. We'll be there in just a second. Okay. Okay. And those kids were so young. It just sucks. I wouldn't let my kid at 14 be there without me anyway, but, because I think that's ridiculous. Oh, darn it. There we go. All right, and next. This is really cool. This is kind of like, it's kind of, you got to blame Tesla for what I'm about to talk about, but that's not a bad thing. So Walmart does online grocery business,
Yes.
and they are going to have fully driverless trucks to ramp up their business.
Oh,
I think that's awesome. And that's because people or companies like Tesla have been pushing this autonomous stuff. And you've seen the autonomous stuff work, even though we haven't, even though you haven't seen it work 100% because I don't have the 100% thing yet.
right, but I still am leery of it because, computers can make mistakes too.
All right, let me ask you this, because you're talking like all those other people out there. So I'm going to
I'm being realistic.
Are you?
Yes.
All right, let's be realistic for a second. How many eyes do you have?
Me? 4.
How many does my car have?
At least 6.
7.
Okay. But still.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done.
Okay.
How many... Let me see how I can ask this right. I don't want to... I'm not trying to insult you, so I'm trying
I
to...
understand that.
How many... I don't know. I'm going to call it... Okay, so you have one brain.
Yes.
So you have one brain, 2 eyes. You said 4, but that's... You can't
You're
really say
actually
that.
Hey, that's a trick. I got him to admit I had a brain.
Well, you said 4 eyes, so I'm not going to say you have a full brain, but okay. But anyway, so you can see around you,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
However, the car has these cameras all around it, and it can see, not only can it see all angles, but it can't be distracted by someone else. And as you're driving, you're only able to look one way.
Right.
The car is looking always at all
Yes,
times.
But if you've got a car coming this way at you and a car coming this way, what is that car going to do? What are you going to do? Because you can't...
So that, are you safer than that?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Are you saying that in that situation you would be safer than if
No.
you had a car that was able to see all sides around it to know whether or not it can go this way because this car is coming this way, it can go this way, or whether
But
or
is
not...
the car going to react fast
Yes, it
enough to
is.
get out of the way?
The car's going to react tons faster than any human. Any human. How fast, if it was between you and the calculator in here, are you going to be faster than the calculator with a very complex...
Probably not, because I'm older.
Doesn't matter what age you are. Is there going to be somebody that's quicker doing addition, subtraction, division?
Probably, yes.
No,
but
there
I'm
is
still-
not anyone that's going to be faster
I'm
than the
still
computer.
leery of it. Because
Well, you are leery,
you
but
put
I'm just
wrong
telling you.
information in, you're going to get wrong information
Exactly,
out.
exactly. And the same with you. If you don't see that car coming, you're not going to react to that car. Or maybe you'll see the car, but too late. Whereas the car is
Depends
looking...
on who you ask. If you ask somebody else in this room, he'll say, I drive you nuts because every time I see him, I jump.
Okay, but the thing is, if you are driving and let's say there's somebody coming up behind you super fast, but you're driving and you know, you don't see that guy coming up behind you.
Right.
The car's going to see it. The car sees it because it's running the whole time.
Yeah, he like I said, a matter of fact, and I didn't want to tell you, coming over here, there was evidently on the GPS was telling me there's an accident on the route that I'm supposed to take over here, but I was still on the fastest route.
Yeah.
So I slowed down. The person in back of me went like this. I'm here. The person in back of me went like this. And I'm thinking, why'd you do that? Because you weren't paying attention and happened to be a female, by the way, didn't pay attention, okay? And she, to avoid the accident, which I'm glad she did, because I would have got out and I would have said to her, listen, you owe me a new car.
Oh, here we go again.
You know,
But I'm just saying that people were so afraid of technology when it comes to this that they don't seem to understand. If you and the computer work together, your chances of are even better of getting out of this, because a lot of times these are things that you can't even avoid no matter what you have. You may, but if you look at the top five cars in the NH, whatever it is, the National Safety whatever
Right.
board it is, the top 5 cars are Tesla.
Okay.
And the reason they're the top 5 cars is that they have the technology and the intelligence to fend for themselves. They don't catch everything. I will tell you. That's why it's still in process. Because you got to remember, when I bought my car,
Right.
it was horrible. The autopilot sucked.
I
It was
remember.
really bad, but it got better as time did, because they're taking all that data and they're saying, okay, you got out of autopilot. Why did you go out of autopilot? Oh, I see. And it pinpoints those things, so they fix it so that it won't happen again. And the thing is, you have all these eyes looking for you, and if you use that in conjunction with yourself, you're going to be a lot safer than just yourself. And if you had a choice between yourself and the cameras, depending on the situation, I would let my car do it. But I will tell you, there are some glitches that I don't like about it yet, and it could be because I don't have the updated hardware.
Speaking of which, when do you get your new Tesla?
As soon as they build it,
Okay.
and they're still looking for parts to build it,
Okay.
probably in March.
Okay.
and going back to my situation, the only reason why I know it was a female is she violated the law and a cop was not around, because there was a lane here and a lane here, and then a little bit, you know how they come together? She went right in between the two cars and looked at me like I was doing something wrong, and then got in front of 2 cars ahead of me.
That's just.
It's just somebody that doesn't know how to
But
drive.
you know, in that case, it's hit or miss on whether either of you whether you would have done the right thing or the car, because you've got someone that's putting everybody in danger. Your chances are better that the car is going to see it before you are, because you're not that fast. I mean, neither am I. Nobody is. People are not as fast as computers.
That's true.
And there will be a point where this is going to come to, we're going to see driverless taxis and all that stuff be very, very important. And it'll be good for people like my mom would have been able to come to see me more if she had her way to drive. Or
I would have gone to get her.
I,
But I know
I'm
what
making
you're
a point.
saying.
I'm making
I
a
know
point.
what
My
you're
point
saying.
is that auto-driving cars technically are safer than humans, but it's still in progress. So there are things that people are better than, like for instance, let's say. Well, one thing I don't like, I was using this weekend. I was using my autopilot, and it wanted to, for some reason, I'd be driving along, and it would want to go into the right lane, even though I was trying to pass people. It would want to go in the right lane, and then it'd go in the right lane, and then all of a sudden it wanted to go to the left lane right away. But that could be a software thing that has been fixed that I haven't gotten the software upgrade on, or because I don't have the hardware upgrade, it may not. You know, if you have the full self-driving,
It could have been like a situation that the car was in before, that if if you were in the left, it'd be like, no, you should be in the right. If you were in the right, it should be in
And
the left.
technically, the car would be right because you're not supposed to hang out in the left lane. But
Excuse me. If you are going the speed limit, you're allowed because
that's not true.
that's what
not
I was
true.
told. I'm sorry.
The truth is, if there is room and you're not passing someone, you're supposed to be in the right lane. And they can actually ticket you for
My
being
dad
in the
had
left
it
lane.
Happened.
But it's rare. I don't think that anybody cares enough to do that for the most part. But
Thank you.
But the bottom line is, I'm just trying to say that the cars are getting smarter, and they will help you not
In
get
that
in an
case,
accident.
then let me ask you this: does the car mostly go in the right lane when there's two lanes, or the left lane?
When there's two lanes, if you're not passing someone, it will eventually tell you to go. It will go in the right lane. You can change it. You can change that. You can. I wish it gave you an option to a more aggressive or a less aggressive attack on that, but.
Are you in control when you want to pass? Like you're in the right lane, and
I can choose to do it.
you
yes.
can choose to get in the left lane and
Yeah.
pass the person in front of you. Without the computer.
Yeah, but remember, I got this as they just launched it too, and
Okay.
it's gotten really, really better. When I first got it, if you put it in autopilot and you got off an exit ramp, you would probably fly off the road because it was going too fast. Now it slows down. So it does actually learn as it's going. And there are a lot of benefits that I didn't have before that I have now. Like, for instance, if I'm on autopilot and I get off the Dolphin exit, it will actually stop at the stop sign.
Yeah, I remember you showed me that.
And before, it didn't do that. Now, the new one, actually, the one with the new hardware, and I could have gotten the new hardware, but I would have had to invest the money, and I'm leasing the car, so I'm not putting any more money in the car. But the new one will actually show you the stop signs or the red lights or whatever on the screen. And it's kind of cool because it's pretty interesting how they do that. And it actually can do a roundabout, too.
Oh, nice.
Without touching the wheel. So I'm looking forward to getting mine because I actually ordered the full self-driving because my who was it that my Tesla rep was
Okay.
explaining to me that I'm not paying the $10,000. I'm only paying like $3,000 because I'm only getting the car for 3 years. So technically, I'm only paying $3,000 for it. And when he described it that way, I said, okay, I think I'll do that. And I want to experiment with it. I love the self-driving idea. When we came back from Long Island on a regular basis and we were in the middle of the night, of course, one of us was sleeping. And actually, there was probably times that both of us were sleeping on the way back. But it would be nice to have that. Not that you want to sleep while it's going because that's illegal and you could get fined for it. But it would be a lot better because even if you're not 100%, even if you're awake but you're slow reactions, the car's still going to have the reaction to save your life.
Yeah,
So-
well, somebody would sleep on the way up, so the other one had to sleep on the way back. That's why it works so well.
Well,
It's quite nice.
anyway,
Or-
so
Or
this
I'll
is
have to separate you two.
So anyway, what I was saying here is that Walmart's using fully driverless trucks to ramp up its online grocery business, and it'll save also. You don't have to worry about your employee being late because your employee isn't important in this particular case.
They had similar something. It's not a. They had actually machines, and they were like robots that actually. They built this probably like 10 stories high. I forget what they called it, but when I worked for QVC, and it was only in this one part of the building, and you went there, and these actual machines would actually go. They would put all this stock away, and then one of them would actually pick the stock, and for the person who's doing that, and it was like they go to me, okay, as a security officer, guess what you have to do? You have to climb this thing several times a day. And I'm like, okay. And the worst part about it, it was open grid. So as you got higher, you could still see down.
Ah.
And I said to him, okay. I got halfway up, and I said, I can't do this. They go to me, well, guess what? You lose your job. I said, okay. I won't lose my job because obviously we were CPR, trained in CPR and first aid. So they said if someone's up there trying to do something or fixing it or whatever they're doing and they have a heart attack or something, you have to get your ass up there and help them out. And you better not be going, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. And I said, okay. So every day, several times a day, I walked higher and higher, and I finally did. And, got to it. So...
Ugh.
Well, I
Yeah.
think it's interesting. I'm really interested in seeing how. Now, these are box trucks that they're using these on. These aren't tractor trailers, but I believe it was Rite Aid or one of those just recently put an order in for what? What's wrong?
No, just looking.
Oh, put in an order for Tesla tractor trailers, and those will automatically back up the truck for you. So you don't have to worry about how you're going to back that up, and the truck actually does it for you.
Well, I tell
So-
Trish to back it up too. Beep beep. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. You didn't get what I'm talking about. Okay. I guess I'll have to explain to her off the air.
I think she knows what it means.
No, it doesn't mean wide load either. Think about it.
I know
I
exactly.
think Mike
what it
thinks he knows.
Beep, beep.
Mike knows. Okay.
That's what the trucks sound like.
I know what the truck sounds.
In case you
like.
were wondering, it says Monday it started using fully driverless trucking in its online grocery business,
see it?
aiming to increase capacity and reduce inefficiencies. Walmart in Silicon Valley startup Gatik said that. What? Said that? I don't know. Since August, and they've operated 2 autonomous box trucks without a safety driver on a 7-mile loop for 12 hours. The trucks are loaded with online groceries from Walmart fulfillment center called the Dark Store. The orders are then taken to a nearby Walmart neighborhood market grocery store near Bentonville, Arkansas, where Walmart is headquartered.
So they actually don't have a driver, is what you're saying.
Correct.
And a computer's driving the car
Exactly.
or the truck into
Yes.
okay.
And that's the
Physically
way.
on the road.
Well,
and
they've been
it is-
doing driverless taxis over in China
Yeah.
for a long time. So
Yeah.
this is not a new technology. This is just not accepted by the United States people.
Yeah,
a
and
lot
that's
of-
why they're with the taxi drivers and all the other people and like the Uber and all that. When you go and you see people dead because people are crazy and you say something wrong to them and then next thing you know.
But anyway, so that would be. I mean, could you imagine like being able to get your groceries delivered to you driverlessly and just go out and pick up the bags and boom? I'd
But,
love that.
Okay, but I guess my question is, if you don't have somebody driving the truck,
Mhm.
then how are your groceries going to get off the truck and on your porch?
You go out to the truck and you put in a code. It opens up the door. You take your groceries out.
Yeah, but if you want them before you get home,
Well, what if you have a driver? It's the same thing. It's you're not going to want your groceries sitting on your porch,
exactly.
so it doesn't matter whether there's a driver or not. In that case, I mean that's you need to be a driverless receiving unit
There you
without
go.
Well, look at the robot they have in that cleans up supposedly
Marty.
cleans up the store at
Oh,
Giant.
that thing annoys the living daylights out
Oh
of me.
yeah,
It follows
that,
me.
that,
It follows me all the time. I can't stand it. So-
It bugs me too because it's like, hello,
So AMC has been in trouble since this pandemic because
that looks good.
most a lot of people never renewed their cards, so they got to get a new business. What business do you think they're in?
Concessions.
That's the business they were in.
Oh.
But okay, let's take it a
Like
step
the food
further.
trucks.
Okay, let's take it a step further. They are in the concession business,
Okay.
but what are they going to do to make money outside of their store, outside of their theater?
So the concessions outside.
You got it. Sell popcorn
Yep.
outside of the
And
theaters.
then when they have the sign up that says "Don't bring food in from outside," what do you do?
And that's what happened. So AMC's struggling. They're trying to get into the popcorn business, and they make a lot of money on their popcorns. But if nobody's going to the movies, they're not selling any popcorn. It says, as cinemas continue to struggle, AMC Entertainment wants to sell its popcorn outside the theaters. Now, you think one of those big containers of popcorn they sell for like $7 or something like that. What do you think it costs them to pop a big thing?
Probably
Of,
$1.
maybe.
Yeah, that's what I said. Probably. Yeah.
Probably not even close. Probably a quarter,
Yeah.
I would think. But I don't know. I would imagine it's pretty cheap, though.
And with all the people putting all that stuff on it too.
Oof. I never get potted popcorn.
I do a little bit.
I get.
You got to have something. I mean,
You
to me.
always got the way it was made and then took your own seasoning.
That's right.
Oh.
All right. But anyway, it says the announcement comes as the pandemic continues to loom over movie theaters. Over the Labor Day weekend, AMC saw its highest admissions for the weekend in the company's history, suggesting theaters could recover the pre-pandemic numbers. Total.
All I got to say is no one died, until now, until next year, because, we still haven't gone to the movies yet.
That's true.
Total
our-
ticket sales this year have outpaced 2020 sales, but they still lag nearly 70% behind 2019. So 2019 it was $11.4 billion. So 70% less than that is what they're doing now. So it says here, though people aren't watching movies in the theaters like they used to, AMC used its popcorn as a timely reminder. In June, the movie theater owner, which typically sells 52 million popcorn bags a year, offered stockholders free popcorn, and in its attempt to embrace its newfound fame as a Mimi stock. I don't know what that means. Hi, Alyssa.
Yeah, because I think, right before the pandemic hit, we got all that French toast seasoning that we never used, because then it was something new that we were actually going to try.
This is the first
Well, we'll
time.
try it. Let's go.
This isn't the first time popcorn has saved the theaters. Until World War II, mainstream movie theaters did not serve popcorn. They aimed to attract a highbrow audience and didn't want popcorn droppings to deter audiences and ruin their carpets. During the Great Depression, movie theaters started to go under, but those that began to serve popcorn and other snacks survived, with owners realizing that concessions were their tickets to higher prices. So sorry for your loss. Thinking of you. Hey, bro, I sent Trish.
She's telling Michael that
Oh.
she updated me on her dad, which hopefully will be better, but her dad's not well.
Oh, well, who's she's sorry for the loss?
Ken.
Okay, so then I was right. Okay,
Yeah, on
I was
that one,
I was
but
just
then
trying to
that-
understand.
Okay. Well, I must be out of sync here because the last thing I got is from Christine.
Yeah, no, Alyssa just popped in there.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't have her.
Well, refresh it.
I am.
Would you want her?
That's a different
depends
story.
on-
She is my girlfriend.
No, she's your wife.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
jeez.
thought
I'm the
okay,
girlfriend.
all right.
If you look at the shirts,
All right.
the shirt that says I heart my crazy boyfriend, I heart my crazy girlfriend, she has one that's I heart my husband. And when
So if you're wondering where I got this, it happened from working on this show and listening to these two talk. I just cracked my head on the. Okay. Where was I? Oh, okay. That's it for this.
I don't
okay.
know. Where are you?
I'm done with this article.
I thought I was in your basement of your house, but I don't know.
What are you talking about? We're in the studio.
I
Yeah.
don't know anymore.
What are you talking about? I don't know where you're at.
Oh. Oh, she just did it on there.
Yes.
I thought you said she was in the chat room.
She is.
She is. What are
I
you-
don't see her. Hold
Ooh.
on.
What's this? She's upset.
She's.
Oh, okay. She
About
said
her
she's
dad.
joking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She said she's joking. I was going to say if I insulted her.
No.
All right.
Why?
Let's see. What's the next one?
I think she's at home with her boyfriend.
Oh, okay. I can do this article now. Did you ever get pulled over and you just can't find all the documents you need to?
No.
Well, some people do. They get
Okay.
pulled over, and some people don't know where their driver's license is.
Jeez.
Well, this is kind of cool. Your driver's license could soon live on your phone. Apparently, they're doing this. Apple's new iOS 15 software will eventually let you carry a digital version of your driver's
Wait, you said
license.
which version?
15.
I've got 15.
Well, there you go. And some states are already on board. Smartphones have become convenient places to store movie tickets. Hey, I did that. Remember, I used to do that all the time with my
Yeah.
with my thing. Anyway, boarding passes, credit cards, even
Yeah.
proof of
Just
vaccination.
like these were. No, not that one.
You want to show everyone your credit cards and all that?
No. That I stored tickets here.
Anyway, more than 20 states have already considered, tested, or already launched digital versions of driver's licenses that live on smartphones. Now, I would see one problem is if you lose your smartphone,
Right.
you're really in trouble. It says here.
What I can't figure out is how I would put my, unless I took a picture of it.
Well, I would imagine that's probably how it works. But then again, on the back of your driver's license, I think there's a code that can be scanned. I, for some reason, think that that's true.
Well,
I might be
look.
wrong about that, but I think that's true. Yeah, see?
Oh.
So they would scan this. Is that it? Am I right? I can't see.
Yeah,
Oh,
down there you
there we
are.
are. So they would scan this thing on the back, and that would bring up all the information for the cop. So, well, now,
Yeah, it won't work on that.
no, but there's probably a program that may not be that one that you're looking
Right.
at. The wallet. You're looking at the wallet program, right?
Yeah.
It may or may not be that. I don't know. But according to this, more than 20 states have either considered, tested, or already launched digital versions of driver's licenses that live on smartphones. And tech giant Apple plans to make digital license a key feature in the iOS 15 smartphone software in late 2021. So far, the governments of Arizona, Connecticut, Georgia, Iowa, Kentucky, Maryland, Oklahoma, and Utah are signaling support for this feature. And that means there's a good chance that you'll eventually be able to flash your phone to police officers when you get caught doing 30 in a school zone, or as proof of age when you step into a bar, or in some cases you'll be able to show your phone to Transportation Security Administration agents at the, well, that's TSA, at the airport. And carry your physical license or state ID with you is a good idea, but soon you may not have to worry about it.
Well, that's like I was just looking at this, okay? And if you notice on the back, it has, what class my license is,
Mhm.
if there's restrictions or whatnot, but it's also on the front.
Well, somehow I think that this is all you're going to need, and they won't even have to have your picture and all that, because
Right.
that'll come up for the police
Yeah,
officer.
because that'll eliminate fake IDs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that, I don't know that to be sure, but I do know that it's kind of a cool idea, and who knows? What is a digital driver's license? They're exactly what they sound like, non-physical versions of common form of state identification. Considering how many Americans carry smartphones with them, about 85% of them,
I just keep mine in my
85%
pocket.
minus Ken, because he never had a
Yeah, that's true.
he never had a cell phone in the whole time. In fact, neither does his sister or his mom.
Right.
His brother has one, But it says here these digital IDs are designed to live on iPhones and Android phones, and you might be hearing people refer to them as a mobile driver's license, or MDL. Apple's adoption of the digital licenses is a big deal when you consider how many people own iPhones.
I just keep mine in my little case here, so I know.
But what if you lost that?
Then I would be shit out of luck.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because I can't go anywhere without my phone.
Well, but the thing is,
It's sort of like, I guess, a guy's wallet. If you lose your wallet and you have
yeah.
all the cards in there, it's the same thing.
And I am always
could I see
worried
what
about
she wrote?
that.
Yeah.
So.
I don't like what she's saying.
Sissy, I've been sleeping good. Oh.
It's all good. It's all good. That's my sister. The one that I talk to.
Who's Sissy?
Me.
You're Sissy?
She calls me Sissy.
You don't look like a sissy.
I am to her.
Huh. All right. What do I know?
And that's her brother.
Okay. Google's been working to support the verifiable electronic IDs into Android, and teamed up with Apple and others to define that. It'll be cool if they end up doing that. I'd like that.
Well,
but I've had that article in here for I don't know how many weeks that I didn't
if you
use
think
it.
about it too, like, I don't know, you have Geico for your car insurance, right? I do, and I know that I can pull my insurance cards right from my phone and stick it in that wallet.
Right.
That way, if something happens...
when I was pulled over one time, I couldn't find my documents. I just gave him my phone, and he used that.
And I know it just seems to be the natural thing to do, because a lot of people don't think about putting that in the car.
Right. It's
just easier to pull it up on your phone. But then they'd have to do that with the registration too. You know?
Well, I really see that happening sooner than the driver's license, the registration, because they don't send us registrations anymore.
No,
that's true. That really messes me up, because I can't remember when things like I didn't realize I didn't do the Jeep.
Oops. I'm surprised, because they sent me one.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, you go talk to her, make sure she's okay.
So, I mean, I think it'll happen. It'll happen eventually, because it'll catch on. So, I don't know. Something that I think will definitely be a positive. And it'd be nice to have everything in one place.
Yes.
What is going on? Man.
Well, you've been eating a lot of popcorn.
No, I have had none. I've had no popcorn for a long time. So, all right, let's see here. All right, let me see. I don't know. I don't have any of those. Huh. All right, I'll skip over that. What time is it? Okay, 9:37. All right, we're going to actually do cars for a change. We don't usually get to the cars.
She said, hold on, Michael.
I didn't say that.
No, not you.
Oh, I'm not she.
Remember, in my world, you're Mike, he's Michael.
Oh, stop it. I've got the seniority here. It's my show. It's my name.
Yeah, but I've always called you Mike in the years.
It's not my fault that you don't know my name.
I only used Michael when I was mad at you.
I don't know if you've ever used that.
Yes, I have.
I don't remember you ever using it.
I do.
All right. This is kind of weird. Of course, what isn't weird in this show? Moped riding creep wanted for serial groping spree in New York City. So he's got a moped and he's in New York City. You know how crowded that is.
Lord.
And he's gone by women and groping them. I just can't imagine. I mean, there's the picture of the person. I just can't imagine going up and how bad do you have to be when you have to grope women to get off?
He could be on drugs.
No, he probably thinks it's and it could. We're saying he, but this could actually be a female. It could be.
Now, I do have a question, though. Okay? And this come up the other day as we were coming... Where were we coming back from? I think we were coming back from Denver. And right behind my house, there was a guy on a bicycle. Okay? But it had an engine on it. It wasn't a motorcycle, and it wasn't a moped. It was an
Okay.
electric bicycle.
Okay. Okay.
Would he or would he not have follow the same rules and things as a regular car or a motorcycle?
Well, I mean, bicycles are supposed to as well. I mean,
Well, the
So-
reason I asked this was because at a stop sign, he went through it.
yeah.
And I'm thinking, you should have stopped, asshole, but he didn't. And then there was a car coming from our right, and I panicked because all I could see was this guy getting smushed because he was making a left and crossing in front of me when this other car was coming. And it's like, whose fault would it have been?
She said, "Come back. I'm stuffing my face."
Yeah, I know. That's what I got. That's why I'm back.
No, it says, "Come back. I'm stuffing my face." It says, "Bro, come back. I'm stuffing my face."
I guess
Yeah.
she wants to talk to you.
I'm assuming you're a bro, so
Yeah, he's
so-
bro.
she's asking you to come back. She wants you to hear her eat, I guess.
Well, at
Well, I
first,
thought that meant when she said she was eating because I called her.
It says, "Bro, come
I
back.
see,
I'm stuffing my
that.
face."
I'm just.
Unless that's code for something like
Are you-
he's
I
holding.
won't tell you.
Maybe it's
Do
maybe
you
it's
want me- Do you want me to be back on the show, or do you want to talk to me
just
now?
go talk to her.
I am trying to.
We can
but
go
she
old
hung
school.
Up. She
Go
didn't
talk
ever
to her.
answer the phone.
we can go old school.
I understand that, but she never answered the phone.
Well, at that time,
Because she told me she was eating.
Well, go talk to her.
You people, I swear.
Don't. You shouldn't. You are not.
Oh, sorry. What? I was just doing finger
Your
exercises.
finger exercises. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I hurt my hand. See,
Oh yeah.
with my hands.
Gotten beat up by a girl.
Okay, she hasn't eaten since yesterday at 5 p.m., so I think she wants to eat.
I got some.
Oh, now she's saying she's eating. So.
Don't call.
That's what I said. I said that when I was out there. She sent me the message on.
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger.
Yeah, I know. I will call you on my way home, okay?
No, we're in different cars.
What?
I have the beautiful where I don't have to use the
I
phone like
understand.
this.
I don't either. I set it up on my shoulder and it stays right there.
Oh, I can do a three-way call if you like.
It's okay.
You
What?
know.
Stop it.
I'm just waiting until you guys are done.
We're good. We're good.
All right.
No.
Anyway, the
No
groper,
longer the Mike Trash Show. It's the Trish and Mike Show.
the groper,
Michael Show. What
the
hell?
groper
You know.
is what we're talking about.
All right.
So here's a video of the groper, I believe. Here he comes. He's up here, or he or she, going across the
Well,
little.
similar to what we saw.
Well, you didn't see the groper. This person's going to grope somebody.
Where?
I don't know. I'm waiting to see it. Waiting to see what's going on here. All right, let's go. Let's go. Grope him. Grope him.
Nope. See, they're all in the cars.
I don't see any groping going on. This is some other strange meaning of the word grope. I didn't see any groping. What does that mean? Okay, that didn't really
Oh,
do
it'll
anything.
be before 12 a.m. We're done at 10.
1 in 4 girls, 1 in 6 boys. Well, I didn't want that. That's all right. So let's find out if this is maybe not what I says. A moped riding creep is on the loose in Manhattan after attacking at least 9 victims, including an 11-year-old girl, in a series of groping attacks. The sicko's spree is believed to have begun August 2nd at the intersection of 6th Avenue and West 50th Street. And the last attack was Monday. Well, this is an older article, but I just think it's weird to think about. In every instance, the assailant approaches his victims while riding a red and black moped, then grabs their breasts without muttering a word. It looks like the victims are random, but once he targets someone, he circles around the victim before grabbing her. That is so weird. I mean, somebody's got to give him a better hobby. And again, this may be a girl, because you can't really tell. Like if you look at this, you can't really tell if that's a guy or a girl.
It looks more like a guy because of the eyes, but
I kind of thought it looked like a girl. But anyway, either way, it's still a weird thing to. And this guy's going to. It says here that to date his victims ranged from 11 to 31.
That's sad.
Just weird people. There's all kinds of weird people out there. I don't know.
That's just no.
It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. People that do not respect people's space.
Exactly.
It's just weird. Anyway, ask Mikey. What?
When she wants to know if when she goes outside, if there's a way we can do a 3-way video chat.
I got it, what she
Okay.
meant. I
As long as
understand
you
what
know how
she's
to do it.
saying.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
We got it. We're cool.
Well, I feel
I
left
think I
out.
can
I
put
kind
it
of feel
if you
left
want
out
the
in that
video
whole
call.
situation. I think we should be a 4-way.
If not, I'll call I'll call Ashley and ask her how to do it. She's
All
done
right.
it before.
All right. Let's see.
All right,
here.
let's get back
We did
to
this.
our. We got 15 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes, whatever.
Whatever it
We
is.
started how many late? So
All right. I don't care about that. Let's see here. I heard that. What is some of the dumbest myths on driving that you've ever heard?
on driving.
Driving myths.
That I've ever heard.
I don't know. A lot of myths, but not on driving. I don't remember. I mean, because I always heard, you step on a crack, you break your mother's back, and I've, a lot, and my mother's back ain't cracked yet, so,
Alexa, why do couples argue? Oh, shit, I missed the rest of it. Oh, well, I missed it. Forget it.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I know. You should have put that screen up before. Again. Okay, so do you have any myths? You ready?
I thought there was one that had to do, like, it was always this brake, and the gas. Even though I knew the one was a clutch.
Okay. All right, let's look and see what they are. The dumbest myths you've heard. 1, barefoot driving to keep the interior lights on.
Huh?
But anyway, it says we've heard all the rumors, and actually this is one I didn't read the whole article because I was putting stuff together for today, so I don't know how good this article is. I try to read the stuff before I bring it on, so I'm just forewarning you. Hey, bro, I'm done. You can call me.
You can call her now.
Okay. So it says here, we've heard rumors of things you can and can't do while driving. Some of them have their founding in fact, while others are just made up. Here are some of the worst driving myths you've ever been told. Would-be mechanics like to inform us that you are more at risk of a blowout if you overinflate your tires, or if you inflate your tires to the maximum PSI.
I can think of one before you continue. Is probably they say being on your cell phone while filling up with gas
Oh, yeah.
will
Explode.
That's
ignite,
a bunch of bull.
right, it will ignite the thing. And then the other one that everybody says is a myth, but I don't think it's true. I think it's true. It just hasn't happened around here lately or whatever, is that when having your car running while filling the gas, it could ignite, and spark the gas or whatever. And, I think that is true, but I don't think really,
I don't think that's true.
you know.
How could that be true? Because you don't have any sparks near your gas tank. The car, the part of the car that sparks is the front part of the car, not the back. Unless you're putting gas, open the hood.
One is
putting
true
it in.
that, don't smoke around when you're driving,
Well,
obviously, but,
but anyway, so it says here about inflating your tires to the maximum psi, you would risk a blowout. Is that true or not?
No.
No.
Okay. Budding automotive historians seem convinced that only the Model T Ford came in black. Do you think that's true?
That I think is true.
Do you?
What is it? The Model
The Model T Ford came only in black.
I believe that is true.
Not true.
Oh.
There's also
Really?
a myth that red cars cost more to insure.
Yes.
It's a myth.
That is true.
It's a myth.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
not what you said.
No, what I said was it cost more to buy a red car than it does to buy a black car or a white car, or because they jack the price up on the red. I don't know why they do that. If you buy, for instance, a Tesla, if you buy a white Tesla, you don't have to pay any extra.
Hey,
You buy
yeah.
you buy a black Tesla, don't have to pay any extra. But if you buy a red or a blue, if you buy a blue Tesla, it's $1,000 or it's $1,500 extra, and if you buy a red Tesla, it's $2,500 extra.
Hey, Alexis.
Alexa,
Why is it expensive to buy a red car?
Alexa,
Yeah, her.
why is it expensive to buy a red car?
Sorry, I don't know how much red car is worth.
She doesn't know.
Yeah.
I'm glad when she doesn't
I
know.
think another.
All right. Alexa, why do couples argue at the mall? Where do couples argue at the mall? Alexa, where do couples argue at the mall?
In the food court.
Oh, jeez.
Makes sense.
In the food court.
Feud
Feud
court.
court.
Food court. Yeah, I got it. I think the other rumor about cars is they say that I guess speaking of red cars or red vehicles, that a cop is more likely to stop a red vehicle than a white vehicle.
Yes.
And I think that
That is.
They say that's a myth, but it's not.
People
It's
with red
actually
cars
true.
tend to speed.
That is correct.
Not me, but other people.
That is correct. And I think some people with a blue car have a tendency to speed. I don't know who she's talking about, but
I just know that people. From,
I think
I know that
also
people.
the-
Here's one that I think you would agree. People from Connecticut have more car accidents per capita than everybody else.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Actually, I won't agree with that one because I
Okay.
think more people in Pennsylvania have more accidents.
How many
live
have
in
you
those
had?
states.
How many have you had this year?
One was not my fault.
So,
You were in an
Excuse me,
accident.
I was
You-
in an accident.
That's
but it
what I
was
said.
not my, wait a
I
minute.
had an
How-
accident.
Right, but why was it my fault if I'm sitting at a red light?
You
and
did
this
something wrong.
asshole runs the light and bangs
You
right
should have
into
got out of the way.
you know.
It's all your fault.
No, it's not my fault. I had no way to get out of the way.
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm.
Tell it to the judge.
red car.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you did it to get a new car. I think that's.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
exactly
but he
what I-
didn't let
Did you hear
me.
that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Okay. All right.
He didn't
Get him.
tell me.
He's at
otherwise I'd have jumped
770.
out.
770.
And the thing of it is, who's been in the car
we'll do the shoot.
two
We'll-
accidents?
We'll keep him here
So I
as long
think
as we
somebody's
can.
a genius,
A
jinx.
jinx?
Could be. Could be.
That's right, you know.
Have I had any accidents?
I was going
while
to
were in
say,
the
if
car?
you had any accidents, I was just about
No.
to add that, you know. So
Well,
maybe
no,
she's.
there was one.
We had an accident?
There was one. Your mom was in the hospital. It was the first time I met your mom. And it was you, Pam, and I. And we were coming down Linglestown Road. And we were at that red light there
You
by
missed
the
a lot,
Rite Aid,
Jennifer.
And you kind of hit the car in front of you because you thought the light had turned green when it didn't.
Okay, so.
I don't remember that.
I did.
Okay,
I don't remember that.
that's it. Then she is a jinx. So.
Thanks.
Isn't that your middle name?
But the thing of it
Jinx?
is,
Will you
hey
shut
Mike,
up?
the thing of it is though, how often does she ask you to drive your vehicle?
All the time. She doesn't.
All the time,
Yeah.
correct.
Well,
How
why
often
not?
does she ask to drive my vehicle? All the time.
Oh, she never asks anymore because
Well,
she knows.
that's what I'm saying.
she
so
knows
it's like
that it's-
exactly. So I don't even bother. I go, would you like to drive? And like with the keys in my hand like this, and before I could get out, would you like? And it's like, okay, I'll
I
take those.
have my own key to your car.
Well, okay, so most of the time I give you my keys anyway. All right.
All right.
Hey, I offered to drive the last time, and you wouldn't let me.
The voice goes up. What was I talking about? Okay.
Red cars are more expensive.
And it says pigments for red are more
And
expensive.
Jen wants to know
according-
what you missed.
Everything.
I was going to say that's what I said a lot.
you missed.
I already told her a
You
lot.
missed him calling Alyssa and Alyssa not wanting to talk to him because she wanted to eat. And
He
then
went back. Mom's calling me. Okay, so if I was going to step out again and call her,
and
obviously I would.
if you just listen to his
My
voice,
mom's
it gets
calling me.
really loud when he gets.
Yeah, I know. I get like that.
He doesn't know how to regulate himself.
Yeah.
But you know
Well, you have me down, so you know
Will
what
you
the hell.
stop?
Yeah.
what?
Are you
I was
doing
just
your
no. I was
finger
just doing this.
exercises
I'm
again?
just.
No, I think he's doing the
Yeah, he's doing his
Yeah.
finger exercises.
like, get me out of here. Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
help me! Help me! Somebody help me! Alyssa, help me!
She's talking to her mother.
Yeah, she's talking to her mom.
Anyway,
Can't help him. Will you? But we all
um,
know between you and I and Trish, he's far beyond help.
Exactly.
some
He runs
paranoid
that rank with us.
Some paranoid road users seem convinced that it's illegal to drive around with your interior lights eliminated. It says that's merely a distraction and fairly annoying. While here in the office, Jason Torinsky is to tell you that yes, you can in fact drive around barefoot if that's the way you're inclined.
I've done it.
Yeah, well, apparently it's not illegal.
It's only illegal not to drive without.
In last year's post,
drive without a seatbelt.
he explained that the ridged rubber on the pedal cover feels kind of satisfying, and I think you can get much more precise throttle control with your non-shoed
pour my
encumbered feet. So
No, the problem is if you're driving barefoot and you have to jump out of the car quickly, if you're not one that likes to walk on stones and stuff, you'd be out of luck.
what if you're walking around fox-footed? Is that different?
Then barefooted, yes.
Or snake-footed?
Snakes don't have feet. I think when that girl beat you up, she did more than what you realize.
Oh, this is interesting. A lot of people talk to me about they wouldn't have an electric car because the batteries, when they go bad, become bad for the ecology. Okay. Well, this is a story that proves them wrong. Used Nissan Leaf batteries are already making money as power brokers. So
Oh.
people were buying used Nissan Leaf batteries, and you know what they're using them for?
Probably solar thing or something.
Like I have over there, like the
Yeah.
Tesla batteries. They're using them to store energy in case there's blackouts.
Oh, wow.
So as people are explaining to me,
Wow,
pour
I
my
got one
trash.
right for a change.
Don't let it go to your head.
Did the light bulb go on or what?
No,
the
that
hell?
light bulb over there
I
did.
was gonna say, what the hell?
So it's just interesting to me that people rarely have the right information when they're talking about the negativity of EVs. They also are saying that it's more expensive to run an EV. It's not. It's not more expensive, and I can prove it's not. And but they, then they say, well, I can't afford an EV. Yes, you can, because you can buy an EV for $30,000, and you can buy a regular car at $30,000, and soon you'll be able to buy one. Actually, at $17,500
Wow.
for a Tesla, because of the incentives that you get from the government.
Well,
There's a
I
new
know.
model.
I saw there's a dealer down.
Maybe my next car will be a new.
Tesla.
Tesla.
In the
Well,
one car lot down there in Denver. I saw where they have a Model 3 on the lot, and I'm thinking,
Find out if you see it again. Find out what they want for it.
okay.
I'm just kind of curious because we had that before with your friend, what's his face, the tow truck driver,
Right.
where I could have bought it for
Yeah.
retail, a used
Yeah.
one for retail. I don't want to buy a used one for retail.
The one across from Linda and her worms. What's the name of that car lot?
And worms.
You know the sign that says Linda's
Oh,
thing?
that is she's talking about. There's a sign out there that has.
Yes, but what's that car place right across the street from it?
Will you give me a second to complete my sentence?
No.
God. Yeah. What she's talking. See, I'm not even. See, she gets excited. She gets loud too.
Really?
Yes.
Huh?
Very good.
I've never seen her get loud in the whole
Well,
30 years that we've been together.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
There's your
I've seen her get
exaggeration.
excited.
30 years.
Yeah. But anyway, it's called Rocky
17.
Ridge. All right,
That's
shut
it.
up.
What?
It's the right across it. There's a sign, and I want to take a picture of it.
You
That
did.
says lunch special, and then it says we have worms, and then it shows the Powerball and the Mega underneath.
I thought you got us a picture of that.
I may have, but that's what's very funny because it says lunch special, and telling everybody they have a lunch special, and it says we have worms, and I'm thinking, so the lunch special is worms.
Okay.
Yeah. If we can send that into a picture of to the I guess what is it? I don't even know if it's on the most funniest videos or something. If that's still a thing anymore, but we probably
It
would
is.
win.
Anyway, this article says that with several automakers have demonstrated second life of EV battery packs. One California-based company is actually making money using Nissan Leaf
I think
packs.
you got your answer, Michael.
What?
48,995.
See, that's crazy. What year is it?
18 model.
Yeah,
long
there's no
range
way I would pay that for a
with
2018.
enhanced autopilot.
I don't care. Well, okay, that gives you 10 grand there. So maybe, but still, that's too much. That's too much for a
There's
used.
one that says long range dual motor for 51,695.
See, that's too much money for a used car. But the reason they're able to get it is they can't manufacture them because they have shortages. So that's just ridiculous. I mean, that means I could get basically what I paid for my car.
Yeah.
Anyway, it says here they have turned 160 Leaf batteries into energy storage array that supports 1 megawatt solar farm in Lancaster, California. So it's kind of cool, because these solar farms need a place to store this energy because at nighttime, I don't have energy coming in from the sun.
Right.
That's why I have my batteries, and that's why people are needing these batteries. And actually, they could probably get the Chevy Bolt ones for really cheap because they're all burning up the cars. And that's the other thing that I hear from people. What about the cars that burned up? No, the cars don't burn up. The Chevy Bolts do because they have a defect. The Chevy or the Teslas do not burn up. So anyway, well,
Which one were you looking for?
The Teslas.
I'm just yeah, I know that. I wanted to see because I'm on the site now. I wanted to see how much it
I just looked on anything that said Tesla on that site.
all right. Well, I think this is a good place to stop rather than start something new. So I want to thank you guys for all being here, and remember, the most important part is that come save me. What? Anyway, I'm glad I learned that. I needed to know that. Anyway, we'll talk to you later on, and as we always say, we are out of here.